I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? They ain't believe in me in the beginning, but wanna hang around now they see me winning. I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down?
What's up, world? It's your boy Big Court on the Holding Court podcast, and today we got special guests. Well, let me stop it for a second. What's up with you, producer Ken?
I thought you wasn't gonna do an intro for me. That's fucked up.
I'm about to fuck over you real quick, accidentally. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. So we got special guests in the house, man. I grew up on these cats, like no bullshit, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, man. These guys came out in the early '90s. They made history. You know, I'm going to let them introduce themselves and just break it down who they is, but I'll give them a formal introduction. We got the homie, Big Pride from South Central Cartel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got Young Pride right here in the middle.
Peace to life.
And we got the OG LV.
What it do?
Yeah, what's going on? So this is 3 of 5, correct? 3 of 5?
6.
6. 3 or 6, but shit, this is the nucleus of it right now.
Right.
Yeah. So South Central Cartel, what's good with y'all, bro?
Man, living, man. You know what I mean? That part.
Yeah. Well, it's a blessing that y'all came, bro, because like I said, on some real shit, I've been big fans of y'all for over 30 years, you know what I mean? And a lot of y'all's music is a soundtrack to my growing up and jumping off the porch, you know what I mean? I got to learn a lot of things vicariously, listen to y'all. You know, everybody in the country was enamored with LA culture, you know what I'm saying, and LA music, especially where I'm from. So y'all kind of, you know, led the charge with the LA scene. So where y'all from? Where'd y'all grow up in LA?
You already know.
I grew up South Central,
Okay.
right there off San Pedro and Manchester.
Okay.
A little bit of everywhere in South Central.
Uh-huh.
You know, but, you know, we East Siders.
Okay, on the east side. And for the viewers, this is your younger brother.
Young brother.
Young
Young Pride.
younger brother.
Yeah.
So how did y'all get into music?
Man, the way I got into music, man, just was, you know, like everybody else, hearing it coming from New York, you know, hearing the Sugar Hills and the Curtis Blows and the LL Cool J's, you know what I mean? And before I ever even heard it, you know, the Run DMCs, you know, I was already kind of into poetry and stuff. You know, like when I was in the streets doing my thing, nobody, I don't even think they even knew I was rapping. Cause I didn't tell nobody. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I had already been doing the poetry, man. So when I heard Run DMC and Curtis Blow, it just made me Sugar Hill. You know, it just made me like, oh, you know, I'm kind of already into this. You know what I mean? And I got into it heavy after that. You know what I mean? And then when I heard like LL Cool J and Rakim, it was rap, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you know what? That's what I need to be doing right there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Who was popping in LA at that time?
Man, back in the early part time in LA, where we had the LA Dream Team,
World Class Wrecking
Crew was doing, you know, it was a special kind of rap that was happening over here.
It was more like the techno kind of thing.
Yeah, the party. Ice-T was back then in them days. You
Shout
know, it
out
was a
to
different
Ice-T.
vibe.
Yeah.
But, you know, until I started hearing like the underground stuff, we started hearing, and N.W.A. came and changed the world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, even along in them time frames, I was still a young dude trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, what I want to do. Because I probably was, you know, making some weird-ass music at the time. You know what I mean? But I didn't have my identity. I was in the streets doing whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm like, until I heard certain things, I'm like, bruh, this is it.
So let me ask you, did y'all always wanted to do music? I mean, like, what was a Young Pride LV? Well, Younger Pride.
Young Pride,
like,
he just grew up in it.
No, I'm saying, like, did you ever, like, want to be a police officer or a fireman or some shit?
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with mine, dude. I was going to either be in them streets the music saved me.
Okay.
Cause I don't believe I would have done nothing else.
Okay.
I probably would be in jail or dead or something. Cause I was going out to hustle my ass off and get rich. Or this music was gonna have to come. And the music took me from that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I don't remember ever wanting to do nothing else.
What about you, LV?
Well, with me, man, I'm gonna just keep it real. I was always in the streets, but I always did music. I always sang everywhere I went, though, but I was still in the streets.
Let's talk about that singing. Did you start singing in the church?
No, I started singing, man, around the house when my brother and them used to pull up in their Lolos, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you discover that you had a talent and had a voice?
Man, I don't know. I think I discovered that. I discovered it later on in years for us to become professional. But I've been singing, man, since I was about 8 years old.
Wow. Is it singers in your house, in your family?
Nope.
Really?
It's just me.
It's just something you develop. I mean,
it's not something that God gave me, which is a gift.
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as like developing and sharpening it up, that was me every day singing.
So you mastered the vibrato yourself. You trained yourself how to do the breathing and all that shit.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Damn. Wow. So that's all you wanted to do was music.
That's all I want to do is sing. All I want to do is sing. Besides, me being younger and being broke, keeping it real. I was in the streets selling what I had to sell.
Right.
You know what that was as far as South Central goes.
For sure. And this is in the 70s and the 80s for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it was.
How did y'all meet?
We was on the east side. I was doing what I do, right? And I'm
How old is y'all at this time? How old are y'all?
Right now?
Nigga,
No,
man.
at the time y'all met.
We was young.
We
I
was
mean,
young.
LV older than me,
I'm
but
older than all
I'm
of them, but
a teenager.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I was grown.
And,
Okay.
and,
All right.
and I'm sitting in my spot, doing my shit, and all I hear is somebody blowing. Like blowing was it Part-Time Lover or Part-Time Lover,
Okay.
right?
Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell is that? Now, mind you, at this time, I'm doing my rap shit. I'm just really getting into it.
Yeah.
Heavy, trying to take it, do something for real with it. And I hear him, and I'm like, whoa, this motherfucker can blow. You feel me? And that's the first time I ever heard LV sing. Just walking down the street in the hood.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
So it's just a by chance encounter.
I guess he used to do it all the time, but this is my first time.
Yeah.
It used to be to where, man, because when I got shot, not to, fast forward nothing, but when I got shot, I used to sit on the corner of 87th and Wall in my wheelchair. And I had a big old boombox on the wheelchair. And this one guy I know, he used to come by, have his girl in the car. I used to always ask, man, sing something for my girl. So I just started blowing some Luther for her.
Damn.
And it's like almost every day somebody be standing around me or people be standing around me and I just be singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
was your musical influences?
My music, Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, the greats,
Yeah.
I listen to everything.
Yeah.
But I mainly listen to Luther and Marvin Gaye and Stevie.
Because if you think about it, LV, on some real shit, you kind of blaze a trail for the hip hop singers and crooners. Because before, I don't think that I can think of off the top of my head, I don't think it was one before you.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you opened up the doors for the Nate Dogs and who else? Who was that? Who was that? The nigga that Genuine Draft? Domino. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, you don't get enough credit for that.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
I got credit where it's due.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna say it all the time. I'm
Right.
like, bro, we put you on this shit, our shit, on this gangster type shit, and that was the first time it had ever been done.
Yeah.
Only thing is, we used to do all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then, not only that, you was a part of the group, so it wasn't like a feature. You know what I'm
I wasn't a
saying?
feature. I was
Yeah,
part of the
you was
group.
part of the group. Now, I always thought that was unique for y'all. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, these niggas got a crip ass singer. Like, damn.
Yeah, man. It was
when I heard him
crazy,
blowing,
man.
go ahead.
It was crazy.
When I heard him blowing, I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be in my group. I'm fucking with him. You know
Because
what I mean?
as a matter of fact, the DJ, DJ Chaos, me and him went to Bret Hart together, and he was in a group, and I was walking around junior high school just blowing by myself.
Wow.
You know, it's crazy. Then I Fremont High, sit up Fremont and sing. It's just just like I said, just me singing. Period. Now I'll be starting singing. And the minute I leave here, I might just start singing. It's just It's just a God-given.
Absolutely,
talent,
it is.
bro.
Absolutely. So when they have this rap group and you didn't have a reference point of a singer in a rap group, I mean, did you was that an easy transition for you to be like, okay, this some rap shit because it hadn't been done? You know what I mean? Because your choices was either to be a solo or be on some Temptation shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it was an easy transition because of the simple fact, Prodigy, he would do his thing, and he said,
I was doing songs. Me and him had songs together before the South Central Cartel.
Yeah, and he would tell me, man, just sing what you feel. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he would rap, and I would reference what he rapping to my singing, and then sometime I would do a hook, and then he would reference his raps to my hook.
Right.
So it's like it was like what you would call a marriage.
Right.
It was all good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I ain't gonna do this, man. I just got right up in there and did it.
Yeah.
You know,
So South Central Cartel started kind of with y'all two.
No, it started with him.
With you. Then you met him, and then y'all met.
And South Central Cartel was basically, it's the way South Central, because I'm the one that put the group together, right?
Okay.
So basically every member of the South Central Cartel, I had something to do with.
Okay.
When I was learning my craft, right?
Okay.
Me and my cousin Havoc used to hang out. We'd just be walking down the streets, just rapping, just, you know what I mean? Then it was Lover G, the guy that was from the Pueblos. He was my brother-in-law. You know what I mean? And he wanted to get in the business. DJ Chaos is the guy that he went to school with, which was our DJ. That's the guy. He had a studio in his room. So I used to go to his house and he would make beats and so I'm polishing up my craft. Then along the way, I met Havoc, the mouthpiece. His father is one of the Shy Light.
Right.
So that's how he got my attention.
Okay.
You know, man, my dad in the Shy Light. I'm trying to get on.
Yeah.
You remember? Your dad one of the Shy Lights? What's up?
So I always wondered this, like, no disrespect, right? What was Havoc the mouthpiece? What was his role? I mean, was he the hype man or was he just...
He wanted to be on the records or on the video, so he became... He really was... he was doing a lot of business, like connecting dots. Okay. You know, Havoc was connecting dots. Good, you know what I mean? But because at the Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, that type of thing, he became the hype man because he wasn't a rapper.
Okay, I got it.
So he had to do something to be on those records. So that's what he did.
So you are really a underrated producer. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that you produced a lot of them records. And you produced a lot of records out here for people. Yeah. How did you, when did you discover that you was a musician? You know what I mean? That you actually had that natural inkling to do music, create music.
I became a producer by necessity.
Okay.
Because along the way, Havoc the mouthpiece, we went to K-Day, old K-Day one time with one of our little tapes. You know, we trying to get on, right? So we met a guy. We up at K-Day, dude. We got a tape. Ain't nothing but drums and raps. No music. You hear me? But we trying to get on. You dig? So we meet a guy at K-Day named Ken Neal. So Havoc gets to talking because that's why we call him the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Boy can talk, right? So we meet a guy. And, the guy listened to the music like, okay, y'all need some production. So he hooked us up with this guy named Chris Johnson, Jamarama. That's the guy that produced the first. Me and him did it together. I got co-production on the first album. Met this guy. But he was very good, but it wasn't right. It wasn't grimy. Right. It wasn't, even if you listen to the first album, it's dope. But it's clean as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
South Central Madness?
The first one. Yeah, it's clean. Very clean production because that's what I learned a lot of from this dude. You know what I mean? But because of the fact that he was such a real R&B producer, I had to produce. I had to start coming in. Man, look, this is what I want you to do. Man, I want you to sample this or replay that. Add this to it because we needed a little bit more grit to it. So I became a producer. I learned just by not even trying to do it at this time. You know what I mean? So when I got into it, dude, matter of fact, when I first met him, my name wasn't even Prodigy.
Really? What was your
That's
first name?
It was Mayhem.
Okay.
My first rap name was Mayhem. So Prodigy came because I caught on to it. So the production and stuff so fast that it dude was, people, dude, you like kind of like a prodigy with this shit. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So, when I graduated from the Mayhem and I started dealing with some other cats, another little record label, I was like, I gotta upgrade that situation, and it was Prodigy.
Okay.
It's still in the 80s.
Right.
We're still in the 80s.
And we're going
to
get
the
to the
people
name
that get
shit.
confused.
We're going to get to the
here.
name shit.
I got to make sure this still in the 80s now.
We got to talk about that.
Right.
So you still in the 80s. So y'all formed South Central Cartel by the late 80s.
Yep.
At that point, right?
Yep.
So did y'all do a demo or something before I Get My Roll On?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How many?
Put our own record out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the Gangsters with Knowledge, the GWK?
That was through GWK.
Okay.
Before, what was going on was, so I'm skipping a lot of shit because we ain't got time to tell.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I learned how to produce, right?
Okay.
So now I'm working. This is not South Central Cartel, but a lot of the songs that's on that album, I'm producing them already, right? I'm making these songs, just me rapping. It was me and Havoc, the mouthpiece.
Okay.
Prodigy and Havoc.
Okay.
I don't even know if my name was Prodigy yet, but anyway, me and him, right?
Okay.
So the music started sounding pretty damn good. We actually released a single called Smooth Criminal.
Okay.
Was
that just local in LA?
K-Day played.
Okay.
He used to play on K-Day. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, this sound pretty good now. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I just feel like I need, my fellas, because I knew V. I had already did me and my cousin Havoc, and I'm like, so I goes to Havoc the mouthpiece, and I'm like, bro, I want to do a group, because I'm starting to feel like, at this point, I already did the Prodigy single.
Which one?
The Prodigal Son and all that. I ended up doing a single and everything just as Prodigy. Leading up to the South Central Cartel. And it happened like 1 year Chaos and Mayhem. The next year is Prodigy. And then South Central Cartel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because me and Havoc had this record though. And I'm thinking, man, and we knocking on doors and I'm feeling it. I'm like, we about to get us a deal. This is when the gangster shit was like at an all-time high.
Yeah, LA was the focus point.
Yeah, and we knocking on certain doors and we not getting it's not an adamant no.
So real quick, was y'all independent during that time?
Independent.
So
we just grinders.
So you and Mouthpiece putting the money up for this shit?
Mouthpiece was putting the money up.
Okay. All right.
Mouthpiece putting the money up because at this point, I didn't went full throttle. You know what I mean? Music. I'm in the studio every day. Learning how to do what I'm trying to, you know what I mean? And I went to him like, man, I want to do a group, man. I want to get my guys. He like, man, if that's what you want to do, so I'm like, okay, I'm finna start this group. Then I get LV and Rhyme Son and Chaos and the South Central Cartel was born. That's how the group
and Rhyme Son is your cousin.
Rhyme Son's my cousin.
Okay, got you.
You know what I mean?
Got you. So
how they got the same name? You know?
Yeah. So what made y'all do that with the same name?
It was an accident, man.
Okay. Really? What you mean an accident?
Because I kind of threw the name in the air.
Okay.
Right. And Rhyme Son caught it.
Yeah.
And Mouthpiece caught it. And would nobody relinquish it.
Okay.
Would nobody relinquish it. So we had Rhyme Son changed the way he spelled it, and he tacked on Rhyme Son.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece kept the original spelling.
Yeah.
And tacked on Mouthpiece. They just was stubborn with nobody. You know what I mean?
I believe that too, because your first name was already Mayhem, so you was on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mayhem, Havoc. You was like, fuck it.
And DJ Chaos was me. It was just me and Chaos.
Did you name Chaos too?
Nope. Chaos.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where Chaos came with that name, but me and Chaos had a tape out in the 80s called Chaos and Mayhem.
Probably named yourself Chaos because you was Mayhem.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was Chaos and Mayhem. That was my first time making a record, Chaos and Mayhem. And then like the following year or something, my name was Prodigy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I did a tape, a little single as Prodigy, and then South Central Cartel came along.
Okay, I'm curious, just on some producer shit. What was your first piece of equipment?
Man, my first piece of equipment was the EPS Plus, the big keyboard that used to sample it.
Yeah.
It was like the before the ASR 10 was the EPS Plus, you know. And then I had got my hands on a MPC 62, the original.
Was that your first drum machine?
That was my first drum machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't start out with the SB 1200 and that like that. Okay.
I was always an MPC guy.
Okay.
You know, I never even had an SB 1200. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I never even had one of those. I got the MPC and then I got the 3000, the MPC 3000.
Okay. You know? So y'all doing your thing locally. You got the independent thing brewing with your album.
Yeah.
And then you create South Central Cartel.
We create South Central Cartel.
How do you land the deal with was it Pump?
It was Pump, yeah.
With Pump for South Central Madness.
Well, we took some of the songs that I had already, which was You Gets Clowned, and I had a song called I Get My Roam On. Before we did I Get My Roll On, I had a song called I Get My Roam On. My Havoc was good at taking something and turning it into something else.
Which Havoc?
Rhyme Son,
okay.
the rapper.
Okay.
He took that concept and turned it into something better.
Yeah.
You know, I Get My Roll On was better than I Get My Roll On. That's why that one was on the record and the other one wasn't on the record.
In perspective, you gotta hear it. You gotta be a judge of the person.
Well, okay. Yeah.
So let's talk about South Central Madness. I Get My Roll On. What is that sample?
That was it was a blend, a hybrid of In Vogue,
right,
and
right. You did that beat?
I did the beat. Yeah.
Damn. You did the drums. You did the sample. All of that shit.
Yeah.
James Brown. So James Brown.
It was a hybrid of that, but it wasn't sampled. It was live.
You replayed it.
Played over.
So you just did like an interpolation of them.
We always did, and because of how I learned how to produce.
So you play keys too.
I can play, but I didn't play that. I'm gonna be real. Back in them days, bro, we would have a whole band in the damn studio.
Wow. Okay.
We would have a whole band in the studio, bro. You know, like our original guitar player was Quick's guitar player.
Okay.
Rob Funk's the Bacon. You know, and it's crazy because later in life, I ended up getting my own guitar player, and he had the exact same name.
Okay.
Rob Bacon. They both was named Rob Bacon.
So, let's talk about County Blues. What was that song inspired by? Who went to the county? Which one of you niggas was locked up?
All of us have been to the county. All of us have been to the county.
Because the thing about it, I was young. I was about 13, 14 when that shit came out. And, you know, I ain't been to the fucking county. But that shit was so vivid. You know what I mean? When that song, I was like, yeah, I ain't really trying to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't no place to visit. That's for sure.
Yeah. So that was just inspired by just niggas
going in
to
and
jail.
out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Havoc with his little comedic.
Yeah.
You know, his little comedic intros and shit.
That shit was dope. Him talking on that motherfucker. What did he say? He said, my bitch ain't even bought my wet 40. What the fuck is a wet 40? I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Wet 40? What the fuck?
40, man. That wet 40.
What's a wet 40?
That's that commissary. That's that money. You need
money get.
Okay. Is that some LA shit or just some?
But you know,
some jail shit.
Some jail shit.
Hey, that's my nigga. That's some jail shit.
I think then they used to wet the money so you couldn't find the acid and shit on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You been to jail, huh?
Oh yeah.
Because everybody looked at
Oh yeah.
No. I've been to jail too.
All been to jail.
No, he been to jail.
He been to jail.
He been to jail.
He been to jail.
Yeah.
I ain't never been to jail.
I went back in the day. The wet 40 was where they would wet the money. Because you know some people would put that acid and shit on the money.
Damn.
So they wet the money.
Make sure the money clean.
Dry. That's dope.
Oh damn.
That's dope.
That's on some smuggling shit. Okay.
And then salute to my nigga. He just did 21.
Damn. Welcome home, soldier.
Yeah.
I tell a nigga, I done been in the county a gang of times, but I ain't never been in the pen.
I've been to jail too. It ain't no fun.
Yeah.
Boy, you got to fight in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got to
So
fight.
your jail stint was what? Because I know you're a little older, so 70s, early 80s. Okay, how long was you
Early
down?
80s. Well, I did 2 years.
Okay, what was it for, if you can say?
For selling dope.
Okay. So this was before
I'm a real street nigga, man.
Yeah.
I'm still a street nigga, but I just don't indulge in that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
So this was before the mandatory minimums and all that bullshit
Yeah,
started.
it's for men for me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You would probably get 2 to 3 years. You know, I did all the county though. I did Biscaloo. I did Wayside. I did the county. Oh man, I'm back and forth.
What was the situation when you got jammed up? You got snitched on, or you undercover or some shit
undercover
like that?
shit,
Oh,
man. Being
okay.
stupid out there, curb serving.
Oh shit, yeah, that's 80 shit for real. Curb serving.
Curb serving. Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Running to the car. What you need?
Selling it
Give
to
me
the
a 50.
wrong motherfucker.
Here. Click, get out. Everybody bounce out. Put your hands behind your back, you know.
Damn.
Oh my God. Like, no, I didn't sell these motherfuckers.
So you were selling the motherfuckers you didn't know, or it
Man,
wasn't
yeah,
familiar?
That's what that was. Well, you had something that was familiar, but you know, when you getting down, it's like, man, you pull up, raggedy car, they looking raggedy. Oh, there ain't no police.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
You sell them the
police.
shit, then you realize it's the cops.
So that shit used to be like
Give
a
them the
highway.
shit, and then you like, man, that was
Man,
the
well,
cops.
yeah.
Sit there watching you niggas do that shit on the porch.
It
It used to
was
be
a
like it's like
highway,
a
man.
highway. It's just so
Yeah.
many cars. There's so many
Yeah.
people. They all want the same thing. So
Yeah.
you don't know who. You might get the wrong car today.
And that day I got the wrong car.
Damn. Well, shit, at least it was before the mandatory shit.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
it
you
was
probably
before
would have
that.
got a 10 piece or
Yeah, I
something
probably
like
got
that.
a 10 then.
What'd you get caught with?
I got caught with 2 5-0s.
Oh,
and
okay.
Some dubs.
Yeah.
About like 6, 7 dubs.
Oh, okay.
Which
Okay.
it was crack cocaine.
Yeah.
To distribute.
And it was they jumped out on me too quick for me to swallow it.
Yeah, so you got caught with less than an onion. Cause
Oh
I mean,
yeah. I know people that got caught with an onion and still didn't do no more than 2 or 3 years.
Back then.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
then.
because in my day, niggas was doing 20 years.
Oh yeah.
on
Well,
the
I mean
onion.
that's when they actually said that the rock cocaine was
Yep.
worse than the powder.
Right, which was
That's when they
bullshit.
said, which was bullshit because it's
Bullshit.
all powder.
Yeah,
It's only powder made
and
up
it's
with baking
dilute, and it's
soda and all
cut.
that.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, once they
So-
see that, once the cut. I remember I got out of jail one time because I got caught with some shit that was WAP. You know what I
WAP or
mean? Whoop, WAP, whatever the hell you want to call it. The shit that was full of baking soda.
That
Yeah.
whoop,
You
man.
feel me?
Yeah.
That was that
Yeah.
whoop. Y'all know what we talking
They
about.
checked that shit out, and the shit was such a little amount of dope in it.
Exactly.
They let a nigga go.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but mine was full of
Did
dope,
you go
so
to
they
who
ain't
you
let
got
me
that
go.
shit from? Like, nigga, you fucking over me,
Yeah,
nigga.
well, you know, after that, I was telling niggas, if y'all give me some shit that's not real, I'm not paying y'all.
Yeah. Because that's how niggas used
Kind
to,
of went to that level.
that's
with
how
it.
niggas used to get over. If you didn't know no better when you was young, if you bought it hard, you know, you really supposed to cook your own shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Niggas get over. But that's another conversation.
Right,
That's
right.
all I heard.
Right.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, you know.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
You know?
allegedly. Allegedly.
We done went left
Well,
on
shit,
some nigga shit.
you know.
But
We'll cut it out. We just edit it.
right.
Y'all, leave
So
that shit in there.
so y'all create South Central Cartel, and then y'all put I Get My Roll On.
I Get My Roll On was on that album.
Well, South Central Madness is what I meant to say. Classic fucking album. I mean, that's when I got up on y'all. What inspired the gangster love shit? Because that was my.
Me and
other-
him had always done that.
Because
Because
other than LL,
that's what inspired it.
was it I Need Love?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
You
other
know what I
than
mean?
but
Love,
see,
but
y'all did it was gangster though.
That's
It was
what I
some
say. See,
gangster
he
shit.
needed love, but we was giving out gangster love.
Right.
Of course, we had to put the little twist on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, motherfuckers always say, gangsters don't do love songs.
Right,
And it's like,
yeah.
nigga, fuck that.
Yeah.
And I put the
And,
twist
you know,
with the,
motherfuckers used to talk that shit about that, too. Our motherfuckers always said little shit about us doing that type of shit.
but
Nah,
then
that
too,
shit fit though. It
but
wasn't
yeah,
corny.
but-
It's a
though.
lot
then,
of
too,
gangsters
it's
in the
that-
penitentiary because of love.
man.
The way I put the Delphonics on there.
Yeah.
So, you know, it
Yep.
made more, more black people listen to the song
For sure.
than anything.
For
so.
sure. So how many did y'all sell of that album?
Man, you know what? Dude? It's unofficial the amount of units because that album had been released at least 4 times on
Okay.
different companies.
Because initially,
But that's
was it
it's for
Warlock
show.
or something like that?
No, initially it was quality. Warlock bought quality.
Okay.
And then Warlock re-released it.
Mm-hmm.
So we had it released through quality, and that shit had to sell over 500,000 units.
I'm sure
bro.
it's probably that
You
now.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Warlock put it back out with a different number on it. So every time they re-release it, it's
Got a
like
different
starting from
barcode.
zero
Yeah,
again. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
So we gotta actually, before we gonna know how many units we sold, they gonna have to consolidate
Yeah.
all of the different releases. And that's the same thing that happened with his second album, N Gatz We Truss.
So before we get there, So how did y'all get on the radar of Def Jam? Because now you do South Central Madness, and I'm sure that opened up doors for y'all.
Sure.
Motherfuckers, y'all buzzing at that point.
Yeah.
So how did Russell come aware of y'all?
We in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
This is the same day we ran into Mobb Deep at the
Okay.
hotel. We had Jack the Rapper. And Russell and we all, you know, everybody in the lobby, just hanging out in the lobby. Russell standing there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like happy. You know, that's what he was. That was his thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Go get at him.
Yeah.
He did. He go get at Russell, talking to Russell. Now at the Jack the Rapper, they had these little magazine, you know, talking about it, and we was all over that motherfucker this year.
Yeah.
Quality Records had ads of us
The little one
up
sheets and shit.
up
sure.
inside the mag,
Oh, yeah.
right? So Havoc go get at Russell. He tell him about the group. Russell like South Central Cartel. He didn't know who he was, right? Because you know this is during a time when you could be platinum on the West Coast and nobody else will know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? So I guess Russell made a phone call like, man, give me the sales on South Central Cartel.
Oh, he hit them sound scans.
And, bro, that was it. You know, at this time, it's like I said, the gangster shit was what it was.
Yeah.
Def Jam didn't have that.
Yeah, because at that time they had. Now I had Battle Cat on the show, and he said that he credited Def Jam and Russell Simmons for really kind of coming in and to some degree rescuing the West Coast and putting on for the West Coast with Warren G. I actually brought y'all up as well. Do y'all echo that same sentiment? You feel like going to Def Jam was? Did you feel like you got the same attention and love that Warren G got?
No, hell no.
Really?
But you know, once again, like we said before we started, we never was attached to a bigger entity. Warren G came in with Death Row on
Snoop,
his back.
he had all that other
He
shit
had that
attached to him. Yeah,
at the
Dog
time,
Pound,
the
all that.
machine was moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we came into Def Jam, it was just us.
Yeah.
And they didn't know shit about
Yeah.
this West Coast gangster rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, to Russell Simmons' credit, I give him some credit because Russell loved us.
Right.
And Russell himself individually pushed. Whatever we got out of Def Jam, it was because of Russell himself directly being involved. Like, y'all doing this. You know, y'all putting this song
wasn't
out.
feeling it.
Yeah, Def Jam as a label, I don't know if it was they wasn't feeling it or they just didn't know.
Really?
I think they wasn't feeling it because they were so stuck on the East Coast stuff.
If you think about it, at that time, you at the epitome of East Coast, West Coast music is coming into their own.
Yeah.
And that's that time, you know, it's East Coast is the Mecca. We know, we ain't no disrespect to that, you know what I mean? But it's the Mecca of East Coast music.
Right.
We have our own Mecca of our music.
Yeah,
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean? So it was like the Westers of the West Coast kids then went and moved in on the East Coast.
Right.
And that's how it was. Everybody who worked over there was from there. So
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, depiction of us probably would be
I don't feel like Def Jam ever pushed a West artist. That's me personally.
Yeah,
Because look what
I mean,
happened
they
to
did with
J.O.
Warren G,
Felony.
Warren
J.O.
G,
got
but
with
Warren
J.O.
G he had wings beneath, you know, he had the wind
Montel
beneath
Jordan.
his sails too, though.
It was R&B, but
But
still.
don't get me wrong, you know, that song was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, real shit.
Regulate,
Yeah.
that
was
could have been
undeniable.
on.
My boy,
It was
that's my
undeniable.
boy.
That could have been on
And-
Fuck
and
Your
Nate
Mama
Dogg,
records, and it would have went triple platinum.
But
Probably.
then they didn't push his second album. They didn't push J.O.
Or the Doug
Right.
Shack. Because
Yeah.
he had people. up
Richie
under him,
Rich.
Too. Yeah. He was Def Jam.
It had a few
Yeah.
people.
I mean,
Seasoned
I think a
veteran.
lot of people.
YNB, everybody was on from the
Yeah,
West
a
Coast.
lot
They
of
had
people.
they
But
signed a
I
lot of
think
West
we
Coast
was
people.
first though.
Yeah.
I would say we were first.
Yeah.
On some J.O. J.O. could have been there already
'Cause
because
he
he
was
was
signed
signed
to,
to Jam Master
yeah.
Jay.
Right.
So he could have been first far as but we came, I think our album came out before J.O.
But J.O. still would be JMJ Def Jam. SCC was
Right.
Def
So,
Jam.
so Russell signed us and he pushed us. So,
Yeah.
you know, no radio promo,
Right.
all video.
Right. So let me
All
ask
street.
y'all, what made y'all not want to go, or did y'all not have the desire? Maybe you did. Why Ruthless or Death Row?
I mean, I think we didn't have. We hadn't came across Ruthless yet. You know, we didn't know Easy yet.
Okay.
So if we had to choose now, I think if we would have signed with a Ruthless or a Def Jam, I think we probably would have been a bigger group on Ruthless.
So Easy never approached y'all? He never
later in life.
Okay.
Later down the line, you know, and it wasn't directly. It's just hearsay.
Yeah,
okay.
Stories
we hearing
out there.
that Easy really wanted to.
So what about Death Row? Or was it a disconnect because y'all are South Central and Compton has got their own little shit?
I mean, you know, it could have been
Did
that.
y'all ever want to go over there? Was that even a discussion or a desire?
You know, we didn't give a fuck.
You was just trying to get on.
We was just trying to get on.
We love the West Coast, and pretty much we don't got no beef with no West Coast artists. So we could go anywhere, and we could function with anybody on the West Coast. It would just have to be more, you know. Yeah. But again, South Central Cartel have always been a reserve type of dude. This our corner. We stay in our corner. We don't ask for favors.
Y'all always have been autonomous, just independent. No cliques, just y'all.
Almost like some antisocial.
On an island to yourself. Yeah, which
not really, because when we see anybody, it's like, "What's up, my guy?"
We got number
you
love.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's just we never clicked up.
Speaking of Easy, so talk to me about, because I know I heard your voice. Talk to me about the Easy radio show shit. When the Ruthless radio show, when Death Row called up there trolling Easy, and what was y'all in the studio? Because it sounded like a party line or some shit.
It was
like
Easy,
some clubhouse shit.
Easy was doing, you know, Easy used to do that radio show.
The Ruthless radio show.
And I think Daz and Corrupt just called in.
Yeah,
we happened to be on with Easy. When Daz and Corrupt called in. Yeah. You know, and I mean, you know, Havoc decided to get involved in the conversation.
Okay, so that wasn't you.
That wasn't me. That was Havoc talking.
Okay, because somebody was like, man, hey, Lo, why don't y'all show some respect?
That was Havoc.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was Havoc. That was Havoc.
Yeah. Havoc the mouthpiece for the record.
Havoc the mouthpiece.
Okay, Havoc the mouthpiece. Okay, so what, y'all just happened to be up there just doing an interview?
Just happened to be on the interview, man, and Dash and them called up there. Easy handled that pretty cool.
Yeah, he did. He did. So was that the time that Easy started trying to maybe talk to y'all about what y'all had going on? No, this ain't even at the time. From what I'm hearing, it was toward the end of his life, man. So that was 95.
Yeah, he started talking about, man, I'm a you know, from what we hear, he was like, man, I'm gonna sign the SCC.
He want SCC. He was gonna come forward.
So y'all was already on Def Jam when you went up there to Ruthless Radio.
Yep.
Okay.
He was on the second album.
Okay.
On the end, or was it maybe even the Murder Squad joined at that? By that time, you know, it was, you know, mid 90s, right? Somewhere around up in there.
So once y'all signed to Def Jam, which was 92, 93.
Yeah.
So at that point, did y'all see a change? I mean, you know, now you got budgets. Now you got, you know, you have to some degree arrived. It's different than what it was with Quality and Warlock. You know.
Well, we felt that way. Because it was Def Jam.
Yeah.
Just, you know, at that time, you man, you know.
Yeah.
If you on Def Jam,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You felt like you was the shit. You done arrived. You on Def Jam.
But did that translate to the business though?
We sold more records for sure.
Okay. But I'm saying,
as far as how we got treated as a group now.
Yeah. Was it perks now? Now you in bigger studios.
Just more money.
You got
bigger studios for sure. Because I think we did N Gatz We Truss at Larrabee.
Okay.
I mean,
which was, you know,
nigga was able to walk in fat form and get whatever he want, didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a perk. You know what I mean? At the time,
it was a few more perks. But I'm going to say, though, we got treated better at the smaller company because it wasn't as much competition.
Right.
Dude, you competing with LL, EPMD, Redman, Method Man. You know what I mean? Like, bruh.
And once again, like I said, the staff, man.
Yeah, that's what I think be more the staff than who we compete with.
Nah, bro.
I would rather be amongst the best of the best.
No, it ain't about who we're among. I'm not talking about who we were amongst, bro. When we sit here and say we never got radio play, that's why. Because when Def Jam sent that radio list out, we down at the bottom of the list.
Right.
You got 20 groups before us.
Once again, the staff.
Right.
The staff wasn't
who they felt like was the most important artist.
So they felt and then once again, like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it. We from here, they're from there, they're there. So they giving the props and the ups to the ones that's there and the ones who they listen to. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't listening to us as far as our music. Russell was, but they wasn't.
Right.
That's just like with Tommy Boy. The same thing with me, man. It's like the staff wasn't feeling my music.
Right.
Here I am, an R&B, rhythm and gangster singing.
Right.
but they wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They probably didn't know what to do with you.
Yeah, because what I was singing about is problems that was going on out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what they was doing, they was philosophizing and whatever else they was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I'm singing about is like, man, shit, I'm trying to get up out of here, bro. I'm telling you what's going on with my life and what, you know, the life that's around me.
Right.
So we ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the good and the bad to it. Yeah. You know, just the name affiliation, it elevated us to a point. But then, you know, we always look, because we would be out doing shows with Spice and Eight and dudes like that. And, you know, we watching how they record companies is treating them. Yeah. And we feeling like, damn.
But then a lot of them, they was getting somewhat of a push, but the back end, that business shit, they wasn't making shit, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So what was the lead single for N Gatz We Truss?
First single, was it Serving Them Heat? Mm-hmm. I'm feeling like it was Serving Them Heat.
Serving Them Heat, okay.
Serving Them Heat, yeah.
And so one of my favorite songs on that album was it's a SCC thing. Yeah. Shout out to LV. LV, you killed that bitch.
Which you know is two versions.
I know. Yeah. I was just finna say that. Why did y'all do that? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. The album version was better than the video.
You talking about the remix?
The remix. The video version.
That's because Mouthpiece wanted to do that for the Murder Squad album. So the version we did the video to was on the Murder Squad Nationwide album, and he put the Shy Lights on there with LV. The original was all LV.
Yeah, the album version, you killed that motherfucker. Thank you. That shit was classic. That wasn't a single. That didn't come out as a single. Damn.
We did Serving Them Heat, 17 Switches, and Gang Stories.
Yeah, Gang Story. Shout out to Big Mike. Yeah, what was that like working with Big Mike? Because that was an unlikely pairing. You know what I mean? Even though Big Mike was hot at that time. But how did y'all come across Big Mike?
Man, I think Mouthpiece went and got Big Mike. But he was such a down-to-earth, solid cat. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he killed that shit. Yeah, so that was a lead single for
that ended up being a single. That was the one that really popped it off.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Who produced that?
Me.
Did you? Well, nigga, you talented.
N Gatz We Truss, I did that whole album.
What was that sample? That horn in there?
Miles Davis.
Is that what that was? That shit catchy in a bitch.
Bro, because we had turned the album in. We had turned the N Gatz We Truss album in, and Russell was like, man, I need something else. Yeah. He didn't feel like we had that one on the album, right? He was like, look, I'm going to give y'all some more bread. Bring me 4 more joints. And we went in and we did Gang Stories, 17 Switches, Rolling Down the Block, and one more joint. Get 'em, maybe, was it? Anyway, we went and did them 4. And in that 4, we got 2 singles. 17 Switches was also a single.
You know a sleeper on that song, on that album I liked was, what was it? Marinate.
Yeah,
that's on South Central Madness.
That's like Marinate
on South Central Madness.
Yeah, that's South Central. No, it's N Gatz We Truss. It's N Gatz We Truss. That was an experience because he had his homegirl come through and I remember.
That nigga said me want to stab the boom boom till it's red and let it marinate. That was my shit right there.
Funny.
Yeah, that. What was who was that? Was that you singing on there?
Me and this girl that I was dating named Kit Kat. She's straight Jamaican.
Oh, okay. See, I told you, I'm a real fan, bro.
Speak on Marinate things.
I forgot about Marinate.
Me too, bro.
God,
because it was somebody had posted something on Instagram with one of them invisible tracks off South Central Madness. So I be getting confused too, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't heard some of that shit in years.
Real shit. So this is 94. I know because I graduated high school in 94.
Marinate.
So with that, now you kind of now I know that album went gold or platinum.
Oh, well, I mean, the album for sure went gold.
Yeah. It might be platinum at this point.
By now, it's probably platinum.
Yeah. So now we rounding up to you gearing up for some shit. So now we come in with the, the Gangsta's Paradise with you and Coolio, Now, I know there was some discrepancy.
Still is.
Okay. About how that song came about and who it was and all of that. So how did the Gangsta's Paradise? Because this was 95.
It came we did it in 94. It came out in 95.
Okay. So how did that song come about? Because that's a huge hit. Did you get a Grammy for that, or is Grammy nominated? Or?
No, it's a Grammy.
Grammy. Congratulations, brother.
So I go to my manager's house, Paul Stewart, and the producer, Doug Rashid, is in the room. I'm vividly visualizing it right now. He in the room. I walk in. He in the room, and he's doing the Stevie Wonder sample. And so I started singing the chorus. Not the hook, but the chorus, the choir, the choir parts. And then I sing the hook. And after that's done, I take it to him. He was going to be on there before Coolio.
Okay.
And he told me, he said, man, LV, this is tight, man, but you should do this motherfucker by yourself. Remember that? He was in the car. He said, man, I kept saying, man, no, man, I need somebody to rap on this mother. It's going to be tight if I get a rapper on here.
Yeah.
So me and Coolio was under the same management, which was Paul Stewart.
Okay.
And this nigga tell you some other shit, but I had to follow Coolio. I asked him to do it. He like, yeah. So he didn't do it right away. I follow him around, asking him back and forth for like, I'm gonna say maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month, you know, before he even got on the song. Really, he kept saying, I'm gonna do it, but he didn't want to do it. One day, me, Coolio, he was in his little office called Crowbar Records, and I bounced in there. I'm like, dude, you gonna get on the song or what? He let me hear it. So he listened to it again, and there's this other little chocolate dude sitting, you know, like he looked like an African. But I seen the dude the other day, but he's sitting in there with Coolio, and he told Coolio, he said, man, what's wrong with you? Better get on this song, you tripping? Coolio like, all right, let me get on the song. So a couple of days later, he gets on the song, but right there, he started rapping, the shadow of death, and I started smiling. I'm like, hell yeah, nigga. I'm telling you, this the God honest truth.
Yeah.
So I started smiling. I'm like, yeah, man, I need that on this song. So we do the song. So I give it to my manager, Paul Stewart. He shops the song. He's shopping it for different movies. So we had
what? I'm sorry, because it was on a soundtrack.
It was on the soundtrack.
Which
it was on
Dangerous Minds. Okay, go ahead.
And but it was going to be on Martin Lawrence and the other lady, was that Thin Line. Okay. It was going to be on that, but they wasn't giving up enough money. So it went to Dangerous Minds, which they gave up a nice amount of money. And then it went, and then the Tommy Boy, the label, takes the song, and I'm telling them to put it on my album, which my album is coming out. But
Are you signed to Tommy Boy?
Yeah, I was signed to Tommy Boy.
Okay.
So my album wasn't completely finished. So they put it on Coolio's album. And then this nigga names his album Gangsta's Paradise. But I had already named the song and everything.
Wow.
Bro.
Okay.
And so he takes the song, but he gives them the, you know, y'all put this on my album, and we're gonna call it Gangsta's Paradise. So they say, okay, we're gonna put. But I'm telling them, hey, hold up, this is my motherfucking song. What is y'all doing?
Right.
Oh, well, LV, we're gonna put it on this album because Coolio's album is coming out first.
So that's supposed to be your rollout, I guess.
Yeah. So Coolio album coming out first before yours. Yeah. So. But what you can do is take it and make a version of it, your own version.
That is your fucking
That is
version,
my fucking song.
Right.
Right? So I'm like, damn, they playing the game on a nigga. So I said, well, either I'm going to put one on my album or don't put one, period. So I put one on my album too. Okay. Which is called Gangsta's Paradise. Okay. And, by the grace of God, Gangsta's Paradise took off and blew up the way it did. It did. Yeah. I mean, so I said it was all God's plan, the way it went. Even though I followed this nigga around for so long and begging him to get on the song and all of that. Yeah. But, it still was a plan that was in effect. So, I mean, only reason I got bitter about it is because of that part. And as we supposed to be going to these different countries, singing the song, I think I may have went to about 4. And then I started doing it on my own because Coolio stopped calling me to sing on to do the shows in the different countries.
So why would he do that though?
Because this motherfucker wanted all the money.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So damn, that's fine. Have y'all had a chance to reconcile that?
Nah, he wouldn't answer the phone when I called.
Damn, even 20-something years later?
I wasn't reconciling it.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to wreck his head.
Okay.
But I mean, for as like I know right now that, to be truthful about it, I know right now that it won't really bring nothing better now. I mean, it would bring some better now, but back then it couldn't bring nothing better.
Right.
So now it's more or less like I'm on the forgiving end, but I ain't on the working with you end.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's all good right now.
Yeah.
I ain't really bitter no more. I'm just mad because, dude, you took money off my family and my table, bro.
Yeah.
And I really feel like that was foul.
Yeah.
You know? But it is what it is.
Yeah. But so you got a Grammy off of
that?
Okay.
I got a Grammy, he got a Grammy.
Okay.
You know.
So that had to open up huge doors for you at that point though.
Well, yeah, it did. I still went everywhere with the song. I mean, even my version, then I did like him. I got a couple of people to do his part. So I didn't give a damn after that no more, you know. So I'm like, you know.
So you mentioned
it open though for them to him and Coolio can reconnect, and it'll be like some big shit right now.
I mean, it would be some big things, you know, to reconnect, you know, and do something with him. But it's like it would have to only be that song. It couldn't be like
he
no other
open?
song. I don't know what he is right now, bro. You know, he been going through so much.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Speaking of going through so much, was this around? Did you get shot before that?
Yeah, I got shot way before that.
When did you get shot?
I got shot
before all this shit happened.
I got shot
before the music.
Oh, okay. Okay. What happened with what was the circumstances with you getting shot? Man. If you can talk about it.
Being where I was at, and them other cats came through, tore my ass up.
Damn. So it was some gang shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. How many times you got hit?
9.
9.
Got hit 9 times.
Was you real
I was
up?
tore up. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair for 2.5 years.
Damn.
Left side couldn't move for a minute. So I mean, you know, I'm good now.
Yeah.
It's just my foot. I got a what they call a drop foot. Foot just dropped.
Yeah.
But you know, it only move a little bit. But
awesome. It was
man,
the
I'm
nerve
still
damage.
blessed. Yeah, I'm still blessed. I still can sing. I still can walk. So I'm good.
So I mean, real quick, walk me through the day. Like what happened? Like if you can relive it.
Yeah,
like what
I
happened?
relive it every time my leg hurt.
Oh shit.
Shit. I was standing in my front. Keep it real. I had a brawl. Brawl was going out getting some money. You know, I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay,
She
it was
going out
LV to
getting some
PI.
money. Yeah. So she took a little time coming back, and so I seen the cats coming through, and they were shooting at my homeboy, going this way. So his brother come down wall this way and turn this way to go to the house because he didn't know his brother was getting shot at down the street. So I come out the gate to go tell his brother that your brother being shot at, dude. So as I cross Wall Street, a van is coming up Wall, and it turns the street where I'm walking, and they pull up on the side of me. What's up now, nigga? What's up, old fake ass 7 nigga? So I said, oh shit. My whole body just said, oh shit, these niggas is finna shoot. So they keep asking me, what's up, nigga? So I turn around like, what's up? They open the side of the van and just start gunning. Boom, boom,
Damn.
boom, 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 boom.
What you get hit with?
I got hit with a 9.45 and a shotgun.
Damn, you got hit by 3 different calibers?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So where did you all get hit in the body?
Stomach, my side, my hip, my back, and my thigh.
Damn. How long was you in the hospital?
I was in the hospital about, 4 months maybe? Like 4 months.
Damn. So you didn't have to get a colostomy or nothing like that?
Shit, I had a bag for a minute.
Oh, for real?
I had a bag for a minute.
Damn.
I was tore up, man.
Yeah. So what did that do to you psychologically? Like
shit, psychologically made me change my thoughts. Change your life, nigga.
Yeah.
Change your life, nigga. You getting a whole new life. You tripping.
So that incident pushed you more to go
that
towards
pushed
the
me
music.
more to go towards my music than anything because I got a second chance at life. I mean, truthfully, I got a second chance because when I was laying down on the ground, bro, I'm looking at my body and my body is actually smoking.
Damn.
From the gun. I mean, this is God honest truth. My body is actually smoking. My flesh is burning.
Damn.
And I see the smoke. And I'm looking like I lay down like this and I don't see, like I see all black, I see all blood.
Damn.
I was tore up. So when I go to the hospital, the police comes in and they say, well, who's mad at you? What happened? Well, who comes shooting at you? I'm like, I knew, but I'm like, man, I don't know, man. What are you talking about? He said, because the ones that hit you 9 times? I said, yeah. He said, you should have seen the ones that missed you.
Damn.
He said, it was like like down there 15, 20 more bullets that missed you.
Wow.
I said, what? He said, yeah, man. He said, you was about to get rid of that. Because the shotgun guy, he actually got out the van and put the shotgun over my head. And I did like this. But instead of the shotgun shooting up towards my head, it went down, put a big old hole in my leg right here.
So he must have been shooting, what, triple I buck or something?
Man, he's shooting something because the buckshots are still in my leg.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
it's a good thing he didn't hit you with a slug or them double I bucks.
Because the hole's about this big, bro.
Damn.
You can look in the hole and see my bone.
Damn.
So I was tore up.
Damn.
But, like I said, bro, by the grace of God, I'm still here. I mean, it's a lot of shit I was doing, bro. My younger years was some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like I said, I got that second chance. So
right.
They got that old saying shit I used to do. I don't do now. I don't go no more to the same spots, man.
Real shit.
Keeping it real.
I remember that shit too, bro. Cause I think that day I went to Magic Mountain or some shit. And when I got back, LV got shot, and I look out in the street. All I'd see the blood all in the street.
My mother thought I was dead.
Cause bro, we lived on a vicious block. Bro.
Yeah.
That shit was nuts.
Like when I was telling you earlier, the way it was going on. You had to actually come out your front door with a pistol or whatever because that's how rough it was over there. And it's like, it's changed a lot, but like I said, now they're just doing random shooting. So.
Did you ever lose consciousness or you was conscious the whole time?
I lost consciousness in the ambulance, the lady slapped me about 5 times and I just yelled at her, bitch, don't slap me no more. That's when I was all the way up. Like, shit.
So at that time, your body, your adrenaline just took over. You didn't feel nothing at that time.
I didn't feel shit.
Yeah.
And I couldn't lift this leg. My arm couldn't lift it.
Damn.
They had me, man. I was tore up, bro.
Damn.
I was really tore up, man.
Okay.
And so I had enough time to really think about my life, Yeah.
Bro, I remember, bro, when you was after you had been in that wheelchair for a couple of years, right? And when you started rehabbing, and how you had to get up every morning and start walking again. I used to hear you over there screaming and hollering in the yard. He lived like 2 houses from me. We right here. He 2 houses over. I used to hear that shit in the morning, man.
This foot was literally this big. My toes was that fat.
Damn.
From all the fluid that went down to bro. They was talking about amputating from here.
Oh shit.
When I'm talking about moms come to, I called my mother. I'm like, mama. She's like, well, I said, they talking about cutting my leg off. She said, I'll be right there.
Damn.
So I told the doctors, there's like about 12 doctors in the room. They all looking at me and shit, talking about, see this? They showing these doctors here, this right here, and this, by the hip and by the knee. And I'm like, what the hell is they talking about? Then the main doctor, his name was Dr. Talwar. I'll never forget him. Came to my bed and said, well, Mr. Sanders, we're going to have to amputate. I said, amputate what? They said, we got to amputate your leg. I said, man, y'all better got on the phone.
Damn.
I said, no, I don't want my leg amputated if I got to walk with just a leg just stuck.
Yeah.
So moms came and she said, well, they told my mother, and she said, well, what did he say? Doctor said, well, he told us, no, we can't cut his leg off. She said, well, y'all can get out the room because y'all not cutting his leg off.
Damn. Well, man, we glad you made it, man.
Man,
God bless
y'all
you.
glad.
God bless you, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
man, it's a trip.
So that was 84. So now back to N Gatz We Truss. So that comes out. So that was that y'all only released that album on Def Jam?
Yeah, now see, that's another thing. You talk about our Def Jam years, bro. You know the crazy shit. In the 90s, artists was doing an album a year.
Yep.
Now you see the difference in the year. You see the span of time how we release albums.
Yep.
N Gatz We Truss, 93. Then they pulled the whoop-de-wham on us and did the Murder Squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And named it. Basically, a lot of people think that's our second album.
Okay.
But it's not.
Okay.
It's the Murder Squad.
Okay.
But we on the front cover of it. So people get confused thinking, which was what? 90 what?
95.
95-ish? So now that's a 2 years.
Yeah.
We didn't put out another album until 97. They was skipping years with us on albums. That was another problem we had.
Right.
You feel me? So really, we did 2 albums on Def Jam.
Okay.
N Gatz We Truss and All Day Every Day.
Was that y'all's deal agreement?
No, it was. We had a lot of albums.
Okay. So they dropped SCC
just the way we was being done over there.
Okay. So y'all left, or Def Jam was just like?
No, we didn't get dropped.
Okay.
You know, of course, that's what it say on the internet.
Yeah.
You know, the lying motherfuckers. You know, we got pissed off.
Oh, okay.
Like most groups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So by the time we did All Day Every Day, which we loved that album.
Yeah, that was dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By this time, Russell's pretty much gone to Fat Farm.
Right.
He ain't really
he ain't even fucking with music. He on some other shit.
So what happened behind the scenes with that album was we finished the album.
Mm-hmm.
Leor and Kevin Lyles is running the label pretty much at this point in time. They wanted to release, I think Leor liked the song we had called Champagne Wishes, which is real commercial, Luther Vandross flip. We had flipped that Never Too Much. I think we was probably the first group to do that one. So we was supposed to do that, but Russell, I think Mouthpiece called Russell and said something to him like, man, they finna put out this radio ass song or something. And Russell listened to the album and was like, no, we got to put out All Day Every Day first, because the SCC is a street group.
Right.
They need to cover their fan base first.
Right.
Then come back with
right.
the radio song. That's what ended up happening. So we put out All Day Every Day, and it did good. You know, it did what it was supposed to do. We did West Coast Gangsters and All Day Every Day. 2 videos. That's when we, you know, Young Pride and Scheme, he had a group called The Evil Side.
Right.
We introduced on that song.
Right.
Album doing good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if you pay attention to All Day Every Day, it's only 2 people on the cover.
Right.
Russell and Havoc fell out.
Okay.
Russell pretty much was like, if y'all gonna keep, he can't be on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So pretty much he was gone now. It fell on me to deal with the company now.
Right.
I don't know damn motherfucker up there. So I'm on the phone with the company, with all of the nationwide promotion, everybody, record doing good, SCC hot. If we drop Champagne Wishes, album gonna go gold.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
On the phone with Kevin Lyles. Kevin Lyles on the phone with me. So, you know, after all that, I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Hang up with them, call Kevin back. What's up, Kevin? So what we got to do to make Champagne Wishes now? You know what I mean? I'm still waiting on that answer.
Wow.
So nothing happened.
Yeah.
I ain't going to say nothing about nobody.
Yeah.
Just at that point in time, nothing happened.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm over it at this point.
Right.
But at that time, I was pissed. You know, so we fast forward, the album, you know, Def Jam not happy with whatever happening with that album. But I mean, you know, whatever. We meet with Leor. We up in the office with Leor, and Leor asks us, you know, we want to do a new album. We want to just do a new album. We gonna cut our losses with All Day Every Day. We love this motherfucker. And we got another 3 or 4 singles on this record. Like, why we finna just cut our losses with this record?
Right.
And our dumbasses not knowing nothing. The SCC never had a manager. So we sitting up in this meeting that's just some hood motherfuckers with mad, angry, not thinking clearly. And we was like, no, we don't want a new, we want to go. And that's what happened.
That was it.
That's what happened. Leor like, are y'all sure that's what y'all want?
Yeah.
They was ready to give us a new budget to go and do another album. But we got so mad about how we had been being treated.
So
to
in
us,
hindsight,
we got treated wrong.
So in hindsight, do you think that was the best move or no?
Hell no, that wasn't the best move, because the machine gonna always do better than you can do by yourself. But we didn't know nothing.
Right.
I'm being honest. This is my first time ever just being real about this shit.
Real shit.
We didn't know shit.
Yeah.
But we was pissed off. So we acted out of an emotional, we came from an emotional standpoint instead of a business mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we told him we wanted to be released, and we lost everything. He had 2 deals.
That didn't have nothing to do with my.
It didn't have nothing to do with, but you lost your situation
not because
through
of
it.
that. I lost my situation because of the Lighty family.
Well, yeah.
You know,
so you were signed to Def Jam.
He got a whole nother story to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we need to get into that. So where did Tales from the Hood? Hood got me feeling the pain.
That's because the people over there at Avatar sing N Gatz G's on the Move.
Yeah, that's my shit. G's
you know,
on the Move. We gonna get into
Havoc
that.
and Prodigy thing.
Yeah. LV
so,
killed that too.
We did G's on the Move, and they seen that. So when they did the Tales from the Hood, they wanted something similar. They wanted something in that vein. That's why when you listen to the Hood got me, it's that same
feel.
energy.
That was my shit, bro. Hood got me feeling the pain. That's you on the verse.
That's me. Yeah, that's me.
And you produced that one?
I produced that.
Oh, that was my shit, bro. I played the fuck out of that song. Yeah.
So that's how that came about.
So G's on the Move. That's the Havoc and Prodigy album. So dope ass song, LV. You killed that bitch again.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the video. That was the single, right?
Yeah.
So y'all shooting the video.
Yeah.
Right. And
Out
South
of
Central.
our hood, out of our bounds.
Y'all was in Inglewood?
No.
We was in South Central.
South Central.
But not on the side we should have been on the west side of South
Oh, okay.
Central.
So y'all shooting G's on the Move. Who did y'all, what company were y'all with at that time?
Man, we still up. Okay, in order for us to get South Central Cartel to Def Jam, because we didn't cover this, we were still signed to Quality when we met Russell.
Okay.
All right.
But Quality was going through some financial stuff, right? Going bankrupt pretty much.
Right.
So Quality couldn't really bread us up.
Okay.
The way, because our last album did good. They couldn't just come to us with the same.
Last album, N Gatz We Truss.
South Central Madness.
South Central Madness. Okay.
That album did real good.
Okay.
So they couldn't come to us with no 50, 60 racks talking about bring us another record. So we had to negotiate our way out of there. So Russ Regan, who ran Quality, he was like, well, look, I'll let y'all go. South Central Cartel go to Def Jam, but Havoc and Prodigy got to stay.
Okay.
So that's what was going on.
Okay.
We had to keep doing.
Gotcha. You still had your obligation to Quality. I got you.
So when N Gatz We Truss, G's on the Move came.
Okay.
And the second Havoc and Prodigy.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So when y'all do that and y'all do that video, and you shoot that out your hood, so y'all out of bounds, what happens at the fucking video? Cause the video. With people running and all of that shit, that's real footage of something that went down.
Guy actually got killed.
Yeah, it was a car show going on. We just, it was like a perfect storm for us shooting the video.
Right.
We went to the car wash, and it just was a event that was happening, and the video made it that much bigger. Not to mention the word started sliding through the west side, because I think that was A-Tray Gangsta Hood, right? And the word started getting around there that these niggas is over here shooting the video.
Right.
And see, for me, the way we wiggled out of that in a way was because like I said, I went to school on the west side and I knew a lot of them dudes. So when it started getting kind of stiff, kind of fishy, and it started feeling, you know what I mean? Because he was with the homie. And they for sure was out of bounds. For sure. You know what I mean? And somebody came and got in my ear and was like, bro, y'all gotta get. Like y'all should get. Like right now y'all should get.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And y'all got the video crews and everything out there.
The crew. And so because I got a little bit of a heads up, the crew got up on the roof of the car. We V-lined it.
Yeah.
And I barely out the door when it went down. We barely got out the gate before the drama hit.
Damn.
We just got out.
Yeah, they told us we gonna kill them niggas.
Yeah.
Damn.
Somebody had told us some stuff was finna go down.
Yeah. So the incident that went down that had nothing to do with y'all.
Nothing to do with us. It's just somebody that did something to somebody, seen them at the things, and it was,
So what happened? So y'all doing y'all scene. So I mean, walk us through it. Like,
it was very tense. Anyway,
super tense.
I mean, because we like I said, we wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
You know, we got away with a few things in our careers, places we shouldn't have been. But you know, we always felt like we was a hybrid group. It wasn't like one fraction.
Yeah,
it was different things.
So
involved.
You say you shouldn't have been there because of the hood politics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. So I'm saying for the squares that's watching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying, so y'all doing y'all thing, you get the heads up, y'all like, okay, fuck it, we finna get. And so then that's when the shooting started.
It went down like right then.
Yeah.
We barely got out.
Okay.
Yeah, because soon, as a matter of fact, as soon as after I did my part, and then we started loading up. And once they seen us start loading up, then we seen the get down go down. Then actually they started shooting at us too.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, me and my homeboy.
Because he was in the car.
See,
I wasn't in the car with them. We hit the gate. We bang, boom. But by the time we get out the gates, I'm like already hearing the gunshots. I'm like, shit. But we got it all because the camera crew.
Yeah, they caught that. So some of the footage on there, people running and all that shit in the aftermath
police tried
is real.
To take that. They wanted that. We wouldn't give it to them. They wanted that footage.
A lot of people, like V said, the one dude died, got his life taken. Police had got injured because they got trampled. It went down.
The gate, the people trampled the whole gate.
Knocked the whole gate down.
And people was up under the gate.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how well did that album do?
I don't know. Because
I ain't gonna lie. Great,
I was so preoccupied at that time. It did good for sure. That was the best selling Havoc and Prodeje album.
Yeah, was that the last?
It didn't go gold or nothing, but I think it got at least 300,000-400,000 out of that.
Was that the last album with quality?
Nah, we did one more, but I mean, it wasn't at that point in time. You know, it was politics.
Yeah,
you know, it was kind of weird, man, because we did one more album with them, but actually me and Havoc had got a deal offer from his label, from Tommy Boy. So that album was supposed to go over there, but because of them being so mad and angry that they didn't get LV, when Tommy Boy tried to sign us, Russell blocked it.
Damn.
He wasn't having it. He was like, nope.
So going back to, I forgot one other thing, Gangsta Team. How did that come about? So the Gangsta Team is South Central Cartel, Ice-T, Spice One, MC8, Tupac. How did that come about?
I mean, we're going to have to give that credit to Mouthpiece.
Okay.
You know.
So Mouthpiece earned his keep.
He put it all together.
Mouthpiece did, you know, dude, he never wanted to take nothing from somebody. You know, he definitely did what he did, and he was good at a lot of things. You know what I mean? He was definitely good.
He had the gift for gab.
He definitely was good at a lot of, like, those posse cuts. The same with the So What You Saying, the soundtrack off the show. He pulled that together, man. You know, he went No Peace. You know, with Boss and you know, that was him. That was his doing.
So you produced Gangsta Team?
I produced Gangsta Team.
Okay, so what was that like? So now y'all kind of stepping outside of, because, you know, like you said, y'all always just been kind of, you know, just relegated to just y'all. You know what I mean? So now you kind of hobnobbing with these niggas was hot at that time. MC8, Spice One, Ice-T,
well,
Tupac.
Spice always been the homie.
Yeah.
We kind of started with Spice.
Okay.
Spice is family.
Yeah, Spice is like family. When we started, when we was on our first promo tour, Spice wasn't on the promo tour with us, but the guy that helped blow us up, Aubrey Taylor, he blew Spice's first album up, the one with the liquor.
187.
That 187 proof. That was he was working that song at the same time he was working our shit. So Spice been, you know, from day one, and then 8 also was family. We had the same lawyer, manager, because our lawyer was basically our manager too. And he played the position at least. So those two cats, we fucked with them.
Okay.
You know,
and
what I mean?
What about Ice-T?
Ice-T also was family.
Okay.
Because people that we dealt with was with Ice.
Okay.
So he was family as well.
Okay. What about Pac?
Pac came with Spice.
Okay. Yeah.
That day. And he came into the studio. Now, once again, I can't confirm this. Havoc saying that he got Pac to come and be on the song. I just remember Pac coming to the studio, personally, and we doing the song, and Pac like, I know y'all don't think y'all finna do this without me.
That's what I remember.
That's
what I remember.
But
so.
I'm not gonna say Havoc didn't talk to him.
That's the way I remember.
I don't know if he did or not, but from my recollection, this is what happened.
Was that y'all first interaction and encounter with Tupac?
That was my first time meeting Pac.
Yeah. So what was your impression of him in person?
Solid
at that time.
He hung out with us for a while. He went on a photo shoot with us. You know, that day and then I realized how much of a real nigga he was. Cause with us, dude, it was we wasn't the kind of cats that flaunted the gangster shit or we just was that.
Right.
We grew up in this shit. This is what it is. I'm not acting bad or none of that, dude. This is just what it was. We all downtown doing the photo shoot, and the dudes start flicking photos, and everybody pull their shit out.
Yeah.
Everybody had guns. This is just what it was.
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s.
Hell yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And we pull our shit out. I pull out my little 380. I look up, Pac pull out a big motherfucker. You feel me?
The
Pac
380
pull
was
out,
the shit in the 90s.
That was my shit. That was my shit.
Because y'all did Spice One.
Yeah, 380 on that ass. Yeah, that was Pac pulled out Pac had his shit too. And I looked at Pac, I'm like, this is a real nigga right here.
Yeah.
He ain't rolling around here playing. You know what I mean? And every time I seen him after that, he was a solid one, dude. Cause you see these rap cats, and it's like, cause I don't really consider myself to be a rap cat. Right. I'm a nigga that rap.
Right.
You feel me? I'm not a rap nigga.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga that rap. You feel me?
Yeah.
Every time I seen this cat, he acknowledged me. Like I see some cats and you'll know them and they'll be with whoever, depending on who they with that day.
Exactly.
They don't see you.
Yeah.
You feel me? They don't see you.
Yeah.
But Pac wasn't that dude.
Did y'all get a chance to work with him again after that, or just that one time?
We didn't, man.
Okay.
That was the only time. Because after that, he went to the stratosphere.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
Because
when y'all did Gangsta Team, this was around the time he did. Was this right after Strictly for My Niggas? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before all the heavy shit started happening.
Yeah. Exactly. So LV, how did you land your deal with Tommy Boy? Was that coming off the success of SCC?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
G's on the Move did a lot for LV.
G's on the Move and Paul Stewart. My manager, Paul
Stewart used to hang around the studio.
Yeah.
And I used to always, because Paul Stewart was president of Def Jam West. That's another thing. So we was on Def Jam. So, Paul could just waltz in our sessions at will.
Yeah.
So, but I always was like, what this motherfucker really want?
That's what he wanted?
Yeah, you feel me?
So you did the thing with Tommy Boy. And I think your first single was you had a joint, I think with Tretch.
Throw your hands up.
Throw your hands up.
Throw your hands up. Yeah.
Throw your hands up.
So what was that experience like? Now you stepping away from the group, and now you got to do verses and choruses. You got a whole fucking album to deliver.
I mean, it was.
What was that trend? Was that a difficult transition?
It was cool because I still had Prodigy to work with me.
Okay.
Prodigy did the shit.
A lot of that
first album.
Oh, that's real shit.
So,
see, that's 100. Because you know how some niggas that get brand new, they get a budget, then they say, oh shit, I'm gonna go over here and get this nigga and try.
No,
they
tried.
They tried to do that.
They tried to do that for us. Tommy Boy, he tried to do that, but I was telling him I'm working with Prodigy.
Was Stretch the remix?
No, Cam was the remix.
Oh, Cam was the remix?
No.
Okay.
Tretch was the remix?
Cam was the remix.
But the way they presented it was that way. Okay.
Because I had did one with Cam.
Cam
rapper
from
Cam.
Watts?
Yeah.
He
did Throw Your Hands Up. He's the original Throw Your Hands Up.
Okay.
And but me and Tretch came cool because me and Tretch was on Tommy Boy. So we became real cool. So the remix, like I said, the remix, they put Tretch on it.
Did you just do that one album with Tommy Boy?
Yeah, I left him after that because they wanted to put that album on the shelf.
They did him the same way Jam was doing.
Put my album on the shelf and then give me a budget for a whole new album when like he said, I still had like about 3 or 4 songs that were singles from the first album.
Right.
And they didn't want to do nothing with them, so I told them I'm leaving.
Okay.
So I left. I mean, I left with no nothing. I didn't
no strings
shit
attached.
No I left.
So
that's cool.
So now y'all got a taste of the music business.
Oh,
y'all been on majors, Grammys, awards, working with top tier artists.
Right.
So now at this point, I guess y'all kind of have to regroup. Everybody got to regroup. So now we rounding about the late 90s now. Right. So now I know Havoc and Prodigy, y'all did a slew of duo albums. You know what I'm saying? So at this point now, where's SCC going? At that point of the late 90s coming into the 2000s.
After the Def Jam situation, it was like, I think at this point, Havoc the Rhyme son moved to the Bay. Mm-hmm. He gone. Havoc the Mouthpiece ended up catching a case or something. Mm-hmm. 6 years, gone.
Damn.
And I kind of fell off a year or two myself. Didn't really do nothing. And then we regrouped right toward so we talking 97, 98. Right around, what year was the Concrete Jungle?
99.
Yep, 99.
So Havoc had already been caught up then, huh? Mm-hmm. Havoc was already caught up before that. Mm-hmm. So Havoc does get out and he talks us into doing Concrete Jungle, which was an independent release, man. And you know, it just, you know, we dealt with a lot of political shit, man. You know what I mean? So I don't want to talk the shit and throw niggas under buses and make excuses and shit like that, but we was dealing with some shit, bro.
When you say politics, you mean just in the record labels?
People that got issues with people, other people.
So people
when I would walk into
entity,
a meeting, trying to revamp, trying to regroup, rebuild somebody else's funk. Preventing me from elevating my current crew. Outside of my crew, but used to be in my crew.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
You know, used to be in my crew.
I
you
follow.
know, so
let's touch on that if we can, respectfully.
We can touch on
what I mean. So I was a part of a duo, a group, so I understand how difficult it can be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of personalities. You know, it's money, it's ego, it's all of that shit. What contributed to, you know, I guess, the internal conflict with SCC?
I'm going to say, my problem is this. When I started the group, right, you know how I said everybody was my friends? That's the problem.
Yep.
This was my nigga. Chaos was my nigga. Havoc the Rhyme son was my cousin. Havoc the Mouthpiece was my nigga. DJ Grip I knew from the streets and I knew who the guy was, you know what I mean? The problem was they wasn't friends.
Yep.
So they was my friends.
That's what happened with my shit too.
They was my friends.
That's exactly what happened with my shit too.
With me, like, but okay, I'm gonna say this. They was his friends, but
we all became friends.
I still got along with everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. It wasn't
affiliated.
I got along, but only person I didn't get along with was the Mouthpiece.
Right. Why? Why you didn't get him?
Because his business work to me wasn't fair.
Okay. You ever heard, man? I like to say in hindsight, Havoc could talk his way into some shit and out of some shit in the same fucking conversation.
Okay.
He'll have you loving him, and then at some point in that conversation, he might go left, and it'll make you like,
damn.
But you can't deny what the guy accomplished. He helped us.
He contributed.
He helped.
We did what we did musically.
Yeah.
But he connected dots, because if it wasn't for certain dots that he connected, we wouldn't have been able to be in a certain position to grow ourselves.
Got you.
But when the Fat Lady sang and the Def Jam thing went away, it had residue.
Right.
It was residue left behind.
Right.
Residue.
You know, like you can't piss off a Russell Simmons or Leor Cohen or Kevin. You can't piss off these staples in the hip hop game and think that it ain't gonna be some kind of fallout.
So basically, to simplify it, I mean, not to throw Mouthpiece under the bus,
doing that.
But no, and I don't want to either, nor would I. Basically, he, like you said, he was the spokesperson for the group. He burned bridges, and basically,
and I'm assuming that's why it was so. Because I'm the one that it fell on.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm the one.
I got you.
That it fell on because me and Havoc was originally partners. I used to own half of GWK.
Okay.
And I kind of got out of that because I just didn't like the way the business was going, because me and him wasn't having conversations. You know, you my partner. So if you go sign Bumblefuck, the rapper Bumblefuck over here, you supposed to call me up like, Pride.
Right.
Dude, man, this dude high. I want to sign him. But it used to be things going on, you know, that he wouldn't consult with me on that.
Dude was a slickster, man. He was a slickster, bro. If you wasn't around, he was talking about some other type of shit. But if you were around, he talking about us. If us ain't around, he talking about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
dude. Y'all think it's something that
he wasn't trustworthy.
Reconciled? Or y'all just...
It's reconciled.
Yeah, I mean, he cool.
You know?
He cool. We just wouldn't work no more.
It's just, and like you said before, we just talking assumptions. Like, because I don't have no proof of this, but my proof is when I would go sit down in the record label, the first question they would ask me was, you still do business with such and such?
Yeah.
Like, that's the first question.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, why y'all always ask me this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even, bro, I done been in meetings with people and played records and music after the Def Jam era that we did that was fire and the whole office rocking. You feel me? The whole office is up in there like, who is this? What is this? But then, you know, after you leave, they gonna make them phone calls. They gonna wonder, well, why y'all got this type of shit? Why y'all not still over there? You know what I mean? They could ask me that damn question, but you know, they want to talk to somebody at work over there.
They want to check your references.
So if somebody say, man, nah, y'all don't want to be involved with that, or them cats is like this, and it may not be a deal.
Yeah, what they call pouring salt.
You know? So, you know, animosity was had. We was mad at everybody. We was mad at Def Jam at first. You know, like a couple of years, 2 or 3 years after that deal, it would probably have been drama if we would have seen somebody, certain particular people, even from Def Jam.
Right.
If we would have been in the club and saw them, it probably would have been somebody getting their ass kicked in there because we was bitter. You know what I mean? But now we not bitter no more.
Did y'all have other majors kind of coming to y'all even amidst that bullshit, or everybody just kind of stepped away?
It was a rap, bro.
I did.
He was still cracking for years after we got off Def Jam. He was still doing his thing.
When I left Tommy Boy, my manager, he got his own label, which was called Paul Mary Paul, and he signed me, and then he got a deal with Loud Records, and then he signed me to Loud Records.
Oh,
so I was bounced then from Loud Records to Red, from Red to Sony.
Okay.
So I had about maybe 5 different deals, 5 or 6 maybe different deals, but none of them was putting the machine, like he said, behind me. So signing me didn't mean shit. Yeah. You know, it's like
we got deals. They just wasn't
we got deals. We had other deals for sure.
It's just that they didn't.
You think they just didn't know what to do with you?
I don't know, because I mean, shit. I would figure, myself, I figure if you're going to sign somebody, you'll know what to do.
Right.
Or at least make an effort.
At least make an effort, but don't just sign him and then just, we signed him, put him on the shelf.
I don't think not knowing what to do with you is an answer, as a question for anybody, because, you come from SCC, you come from a gangster rap group, but sing for me, V.
Right.
I know just what to do with you. I got the bag. I know just what to do with him, because he don't sing just like a gangster, right? He gonna sing like he need to sing. And if you love music, then you know what to do with him.
And at that time, I mean, shit, I think had Nate Dogg didn't release the album till
it was later. Yeah. I used to go inside the labels and just like he said, I would have to actually sing in front of the whole staff. I had to go in there and just sing. And I would sing and kill him. Just like I would feel like I'm just doing a little talent show or something. And I'd kill him. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, it's like, damn, what you gonna do after that? Because it ain't just no rap singing.
Right.
The nigga can sing.
Right.
So why you don't know what to do with this dude? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I was fat and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't market me or whatever. But I mean, shit, man.
But nah, fat niggas
just market my. I'm just saying.
Fat niggas they sing.
Dave Hosteller, nigga. Hold on, you got me.
I'm just throwing some shit out there. I ain't saying that's what happened.
Yeah, but I know what
I'm just throwing some shit out there. It's like shit. The nigga sing. Shit. If that was the problem, then don't put his picture on it. Just throw his voice on and put an album out there with no picture.
Big Bub, nigga.
I mean, it's Big Luther Vandross, my nigga.
Big Luther,
I'm just saying, though. Yeah, Big Luther.
Big Luther.
But
I'm just saying, though.
It be those things, though.
It just, I don't know, man.
I think that's where that comes in, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Us being in our own box.
Yeah.
I think in the later years, that's when that became an issue.
Right.
Because maybe if we was clicked up,
right,
we would have been able to go, You know, if we was in a clique with other South Central niggas, maybe like Ice Cube and Dub C and other cats from our territory, maybe when they go do shows, maybe, man, we gonna bring y'all with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we just never clicked up with nobody
Mac 10
like that.
and Ice Cube
tried to
approached
sign
me,
you.
tried to sign me. But
Okay.
I was already signed to Tommy Boy.
Okay.
It's like, why y'all wait so late to come sign me, my nigga? Y'all knew about me before Tommy Boy did.
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, I mean, because y'all were some of the biggest representatives out of the West Coast. How did y'all navigate that East Coast, West Coast shit?
Oh, we was trouble. We was trouble, bro. Ooh. This guy. It was trouble.
This
bro.
nigga just like the little brother. You see him?
I think it was cool.
No, man. No, this guy right
This
here,
nigga looked
man.
up like, what the fuck? I'm on my phone.
No, it was. We got dragged into the fuck side of it.
Yeah. How so? Because
All
I
right.
never heard anything.
Let
about...
me tell a story. All right, it's just because this is
Go
what
ahead.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
the Eric
of
Sherman
course, that's
thing.
what I'm talking
All
about.
right,
Go ahead.
it was a point, man. It was
Lean in a little bit.
It was a situation, right? It was a situation where Def Jam was having a party at the House of Blues at one point, but they was only supposed to have a day party.
Mm-hmm.
And after the day party, GWK was supposed to have a situation, Young Murder Squad performing, Shaquilla performing. You know, it was supposed to go down. Now, when we get to the event, Def Jam run over. Ironically, it's Def Jam that, you know, I'm on Def Jam. I shouldn't have been tripping. I could have got inside the party right along with him and everybody else. But guess what? I came with my niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And we supposed to be getting our show, not Def Jam show.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was going down, they wouldn't let us in. But they were like, Young Pride, you can go in. I'm like, no, I'm with my niggas. If I can't go in, you know, my niggas can't go in. So tripping, yeah. A while later, the party ended. Now, you say me, because you point at me. I just want to say,
You and your guy.
what's going on in the party when I'm outside, though? Was the homies still mashing? They ain't had nothing to do with me. The homies was pressing. They ain't had nothing to do with me, right? I'm outside. So, now I'm outside, people leaving. Now, this is what Pride saying the real problem is. Eric Sherman catches a flat in his Range Rover in a driveway of House of Blues. Now, I'm not really tripping on Eric Sherman. I love Eric Sherman. I'm not tripping. But the homies is. And they not tripping. But they like, we was kids. Look, for one,
abuse.
we was kids. Kids, bro.
Yeah.
Eric Sherman a grown man. These niggas grown man. I'm just a young nigga out here riding. Nigga, Pac got the West popping. This is when that shit was all going on. I'm trying to see if these rappers for real. The homies banging on Eric Sherman. Woo woo woo. Eric Sherman sitting there like a G looking at us like stupid, broke idiots. Like he looking, you know what I'm saying? He looking at us.
Yeah.
The female in the car, we like, oh, get with a real nigga. The most hating the shit you could have did. The most hating the shit you could have did. Get with a real nigga. Ooh, that nigga eyes fake. This is the kind of shit we saying because we kids, right?
Yeah.
Eric Sherman still looking at us. Get his tire fixed right in front of us.
Yeah.
Drive off. But I done just did this to Eric Sherman, and the only person that he can look at and say I know, or any figment of I could think was this nigga.
Uh-huh.
Young Pride. The homies ain't popping yet. They ain't famous. Nobody know them. So I'm catching all this flack. But we are running around here acting, you know, asses. Yeah. I think Channel Live had said something, chased them. They end up jumping the limo, pulling off.
Yeah.
We get around the front. Some niggas from Cali out there, and it just went a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Cali niggas was with everything we was with, and,
Yeah.
and it went down. But it was some crazy shit. Documentary coming. I don't want to listen too much to that, but I did some disrespectful shit to Eric Sherman, and I apologize though, bro. I really did, because I really felt sorry that the homies got out of line, and we all got out of character and disrespected the legend in this game. And I apologize. On the radio, I had, you know what I'm saying, phone. It was crazy.
Yeah.
They got on the radio like Young Pride out here tripping.
Yeah.
I got pistol whipped that night, all kind of shit, man.
Damn.
You know
So,
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, but other than that, SCC as a group, as a rap group, I mean, you didn't have really no other East Coast artists taking aim at y'all, and y'all wasn't aiming in it.
The little discrepancy with the whole Mobb Deep thing.
Yeah, but that wasn't East Coast, West Coast.
It
though.
was
That
just a name
shit.
discrepancy. Like you say, that didn't turn. It wasn't a part of the whole West Coast, East Coast, West Coast thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but people still to this day confused, and we done talked about this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't have an answer for it.
Tell me
listen.
the story, the New York story, the other
Yeah.
side.
So
The
what's
other
the
side of
the
us
irony?
going to New York that time after the Eric Sherman thing.
Man, you tell him that. You tell him that.
All right. It wasn't
Lean
no
forward.
All right, look, it wasn't real drama though, but for what I did on the East. I ain't gonna say what I did for what I allowed to happen. Should I say?
So is this concerning the Mobb Deep?
No, this is concerning the Eric Sherman situation, right?
All right.
So we go to New York for the Christmas party, for Def Jam Christmas party, and we was at a club. And while we was at the club, was what Keith Murray, a few more cats, may let it be known that y'all had something to say to our guy. Now we here to say something to y'all, but they really didn't say nothing. They start jumping on our tables. Like, nigga, y'all in New York now, what y'all got to say? But that's the only really thing that ever happened.
That happened. Now, mind you,
Keith Murray like to fight, isn't he? A fighter?
Yeah, Keith Murray, he's around Bucks' dude.
So,
Murray want to fight.
See, this is the energy, bro. This is during the West Coast, East Coast drama, right? I mean, I remember us walking in the club, and the bitches was like, fuck them West Coast niggas.
Right, you can tell
bitches
Cali niggas
was saying it. I'm like, this shit is out. This is the same day that they shot at Snoop and them. Wasn't it the same day? On the same day that Snoop and them had got shot, because they was all supposed to be at the party. And after that shooting happened, they was out. They left and went back to LA.
We was in the limo. In this hip hop history, we was in the limo when they talk about what's Biggie on the radio. We were driving. When nigga heard that shit, he was like, "You gonna let them niggas be in our city?" Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and at this party,
Biggie said that.
Hell yeah, on the radio.
See, and that's emotional, man. At this
Because they
party,
shot that video in Brooklyn, right? That was the whole
Red Hook. Yeah.
Yep.
At this party, Prodigy was there too. Mobb Deep Prodigy was there. I'm there. He there. It was only 3 of us. Me, him, and Havoc the Rhyme Son. We the only West Coast niggas in the whole club, far as I knew.
Right.
Everybody else, my Bone Thugs was in the club too.
To the West, because they was on Ruthless.
Everybody else from the West Coast had went back home
After the shooting.
We in this motherfucker by ourselves. Us 3 getting disrespected. And when I say disrespected, I mean they wasn't playing no West Coast music.
And this week was the same week Bone and Wu-Tang got into it.
I remember
this was at that same party.
At the same party.
It's at that same party.
It's all the same week.
At that same party, at the end of the party.
Shit, New York was on one that day.
Oh, bro, it was hostile environment for sure. And yeah, you know when that happened, you know, at the end of the day, bro, when they jumped on our table or whatever you want to call it, we could have fucked the nigga up for jumping, but we would have got our ass whooped, bruh.
That shit was
we
all
the
relative.
only 3 niggas from the West Coast and the whole, and we talking about the who's who of hip hop is in the house.
So who jumped on your table?
Keith Murray ass broke the table.
Okay.
I want to say I don't think Redman was with me.
I think Redman was with him.
Yeah,
Redman was with him.
It
was
Eric Sherman squad showed up, as they should though.
Nobody touched, and that's pretty much what it was with us. Like if a nigga touches, we gonna get fucked up in here tonight. Because if a nigga put their hands on me, I don't give a fuck what the odds is, bruh. You're not just finna touch me, nigga, and I'm not finna try to break your face, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So when this nigga Keith Murray jumped on the table, he's saying what?
No, he ain't addressing. They not
they
addressing us.
They didn't say a word to us.
Oh,
They not addressing us at all.
But
They
didn't say a word to us.
So
but
they
we
just
knew what it was.
Oh, okay, they taunting.
We knew what it was. They wanted us to do something. You understand? They wanted us to do something.
I'm smarter than that, bro. Hey, he probably would have said,
he would have got us fucked up.
We would have been straight fighting. I'm telling you, man.
What would you have said, LV?
I would say, what the fuck you think you doing, nigga? I mean, because like I said, I'm a street nigga, man.
Yeah.
And I got an incident when the funk shit was going on with the East and the West. And I'm doing my video called IMLV, the slow song. And so I'm like three houses down from Biggie Mama house.
Okay.
From where Biggie News stay. And we doing the video, so we outside. And so I noticed a bunch of motherfuckers coming. I'm like, oh shit, they coming to be in the video. Shit. They get to the gate, first thing they say, fuck the West Coast. Fuck the West Coast. I'm like, wow, now you know who with me though. I got G-Man, I got Scheme, right? I got Rome, I got Eyes, I got BJ, and I got the group home niggas with me.
You got Riders.
Remember the group home?
Yeah.
The rap group home? Yeah, so they like, LV, they out there tripping, they tripping. I'm like, who tripping? So I walk out. I walk straight to the front of the gate. They're like, yeah, nigga, ooh, fuck the West Coast, nigga. Fuck. I'm like, bruh, check this out. This is what I said. I said, I understand what you're saying. I said, but what the fuck you want to do as a man, nigga? Man, you can get down, homeboy. Oh, is that what you want, son? Is that what you want, son? I'm like, nigga, bring your bitch ass over here. Now, listen to me. So now, here come BJ, here come all my niggas in back of me, like about 10 niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't come for no funk. They come to be in the video. So, it's like I said, it's a gang of niggas at the gate talking shit. So, behind them niggas is my brother-in-law. His name
he's
is
one
Snake.
of them.
His name is Snake. They call him Ill. So he back there, he laughing. He like, yeah, get that nigga, right? So they look at him like, yeah, son, yeah, we gonna get. He turned around, he said, y'all fuck with him, I'll kill any one of you niggas. You niggas that die today fucking with my brother-in-law.
Damn.
They like, oh, son, it ain't like that, son. They done changed their whole get down. It ain't like that, son. Because he's from New York. He one of the gunners in New York.
He was with you out there?
He was with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the funk that was going down, he right there. He's like, yeah, nigga, any one of y'all touch my brother-in-law, nigga, y'all gonna get it today. So I'm like, wow, these niggas is really tripping. I said, but them a couple of niggas in the front, they didn't want to do nothing. I'm like, what y'all want? I said, I understand that bullshit about the East and West, but what y'all want to do as men, nigga? Y'all want to get down as a man?
Right.
We can get down.
Right.
But y'all talking that East-West Coast shit, I ain't with it.
Yeah, because they love New York.
You know what I'm saying? I've been going to New York for so long, they thought I lived out there.
Damn.
That's how long I was going to New York.
Yeah.
Nigga, we had a good time even in the club. That nigga, I was lit. You know what I mean? I'm like, gee, that's how you know it ain't really no shit, though.
Right.
I mean, because like I said, Prodigy was there.
Right.
You know, niggas was looking.
Yeah.
You know, my whole thing is, you know what I mean? I hear LV and shit too, you know what I mean? And under different circumstances, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nigga, I knew what the situation was. I knew why that happened as well. I knew what had happened in LA.
We'd been fighting if I was there.
You know what I mean?
Just like the nigga just jumped on the table. Oh my God.
But he ain't, I mean, away
He's
from
saying
you,
that's
though.
provoked though. That's from
It ain't
LA.
like the nigga.
I'm like,
you know.
With me, myself, when I'm out of town, I ain't trying to get in no trouble.
I
don't want to go to jail out of town.
either, but
Straight up, that's my whole thing. So
I don't know.
I be cool.
Niggas always said I start shit when we go to clubs. They said, man, you start too much shit when we go to these clubs, Papa. LV, you tripping. Like, man, I ain't tripping. I don't want niggas testing me, though. Don't test me because I ain't fucking with you, so don't
like
test me, bro.
We knew why they did it. When they did it, probably looked at a nigga like, you know this nigga.
So you felt like they was doing that because you pressed
We knew
Eric
that's
Sermon?
why they was doing it.
Was
Now, mine, but once
Was
again,
Eric Sermon there? Was he there?
I don't remember seeing Eric Sermon.
Okay.
I mean, if he
I ain't
was,
saying
he
he
probably
was or
told
wasn't.
these niggas don't touch y'all, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because he know what it would have
well,
ended
I
up
mean,
being.
then they would have had to come back to L.A.
And
That's
they
what
would
I
have
said.
had
They
to
knew
do the
what it
same
would
thing.
end up being.
And they would have had to do the same thing I had to do. Because see, then now we on the radio talking about these niggas out here tripping, and Russell Simmons and Kevin Lyles calling y'all saying apologize to your brother, y'all label mates.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
That's the thing, bro. Like with the Mobb Deep, it never turned into shit.
Yeah.
And I remember Prodigy did the little interview with old boy and said that they met us, seen us in Atlanta.
So
and
talk about that. So
yeah.
what's the irony of y'all on two different coasts having the same fucking names? Like
That's crazy.
Havoc and Prodigy. I mean, it ain't like it's like
I
you know what I'm saying.
All of the conspiracy theories about that shit. All I'm saying is we was already doing this shit.
And y'all older than them.
We was
niggas, too.
a few years
They
older
had
than
it
that.
way
We
first
was
before the niggas
already
had it.
making records. I had never heard of these dudes, and the first time I ever heard of them was when they was in the Source magazine, Unsigned Hype. Somebody told me, man, these dudes got the same name as y'all. Mind you, we already South Central Madness out.
Yeah.
We doing our shit. Now, I had already put out the Prodigy tape years before that. So why am I tripping?
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
That's pretty much what my response was. You know what I mean? I don't know who that is, but you know, my name ain't spelled like that.
Right.
So I kept it moving. You know what I mean? And then we runs into him in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they walking around us with the little swords.
Yeah.
You know, the little sword things, bro.
Little hook looking thing.
Yeah, me and Havoc standing in the lobby, the little bitty niggas walking around us with the little sword things. And then eventually one of them approached, one of their little homies approached and was like, man, Prodigy, I want to introduce you to Prodigy. You know, Havoc, I want to introduce you to Havoc. And then, you know, it's a little drama, little shit talking ensued. You know what I mean? And
what kept it from going down? Why?
Gangstar.
Oh, okay.
Premier and Guru. They were sitting right there. Guru grabbed me and Havoc Premier
grabbed the mother.
Mobb Deep niggas. And like Premier said in his little interview, later on that night, we up in one of the suites, all of us getting drunk and chilling.
Oh, okay.
Not together, but in the same party, basically. So you could say we was together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And from that point, it was what it was. And, you know, but through the years, little shit done been said, like Prodigy saying we was shook. Come on, my nigga. Come on, bruh. Like, really?
When did he say that? Because I know he wrote a book
when
and
he
shit.
got out of jail. He did the dude that be on with Ebro.
Okay.
The dude that be on the show with Ebro. I forget the dude. You remember the dude name?
Rosenberg.
Paul Rosenberg.
Rosenberg. Yeah. He interviewed Pride, and Rosenberg was really digging into it. Like, man, what's that other group with the same name? Really Rosenberg was kind of shitting on us a little bit with his energy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then Pride, he was like, yeah, Thun, we seen them niggas and they was, you know, shook. I'm like, that's the shit that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Now you gonna start some shit, my nigga. Because, nigga, you niggas couldn't shake. You niggas couldn't have us shook. How?
Right.
Little kids, bruh.
Right. Maybe thought you were scared of the little hook swords
Bro,
or whatever.
no. It would have been an ugly day, bruh. It was like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
But do you really think it was just us two?
Right.
Now, that's maybe who you seen standing at that. We had niggas with us.
Yeah.
Niggas that wasn't trying to rap.
You feel me? Not rap niggas.
Yeah.
So it's like, good it didn't turn. And through the years, you know, they was with 40 Glock. 40 Glock was with Mobb Deep. 40 Glock, my nigga.
You produced a lot of
I
his
produced
shit, right?
his first album, a big chunk of it.
Right.
40 Glock is my nigga, man. Like, if it really, really was a thing, we could have just met up somewhere and just handled this shit. But I always looked at it like these is little young dudes, and they never really did nothing to us. You know what I mean? In Atlanta, it just kind of went down like, you niggas do y'all thing over there, we do our thing over here. Of course, it goes back to record labels treating Nick. They got a lot more love than we got from their label. Loud Records, right? Yeah. They got a lot more love than we got.
And they got more like representation from their city, from New York.
Probably
New York held
that.
them down way more than West Coast held us down, because you got a lot of West Coast niggas who would dick ride Mobb Deep over South Central Cartel, over Havoc and Prodigy, knowing that. So,
but I think that's because of their label pushing them harder and making them a bigger group.
But on New York, represent New York harder, period.
Well, that's true.
Anyway.
Yeah.
LA
So did y'all
LA.
were y'all ever able to reconcile that? No.
It just never turned into nothing. So it wasn't never nothing to reconcile.
Right.
You know, whatever happened in Atlanta, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I seen Prodigy after that. Wasn't no word. He didn't say, what's up, Pride? I didn't say, what's up, nigga? He you know. If it would have been something, it could have been something. Could have
been something. I mean, it's real niggas over there too. You know what I mean?
I mean, I heard they crew is real niggas. I'm not, you know, I heard they had real niggas with them.
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I mean? So, and it would have been some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Because if they would have fucked us up over there, then they would have had to come back to LA. And who want to be dealing with that shit?
Real shit. Right. Real shit.
You know what I mean? Because you ain't finna fuck me up and think you finna come to my city, homie, and walk around this motherfucker safe.
How did South Central Cartel, how did y'all navigate, you know, just not getting into the rap beef? Period. With anybody. Because I never known y'all to I never heard for y'all to be like some real gangster ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I never heard about y'all in the bullshit.
Mind your own, you live long.
Stay in your lane. Some shit almost happened with the cat from Family, from the dude Sinister.
Swan, Sinister.
He came out with a song dissing us, talking shit. But that was
Sinister. Who was that?
He resting in peace now. He resting in
A4.
Yeah, I think was that the Blood Cat?
Yeah, he was the Blood.
Oh yeah, with the Jerry curl.
I think Suge Knight used to manage him back then when he first came out.
I didn't know he was on Interscope. Okay, I didn't know he came to y'all.
Go ahead.
Was that on some street shit or some rap shit?
It was some street shit.
Okay.
But
a discrepancy though, with a discrepancy.
Okay.
We fuck with so much of everybody in the South Central, every hood. We know each one of us. We probably know a nigga from every hood. If you put us all, you know who we know. Like so, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to my nigga, go to his hood. I'm good. I'm with a reputable, like, and so we good. If I, B go to somewhere on the B side of town, if he with it's good.
Right.
And we always represented every hood in LA. We never just represented our side or just the blue side.
Yeah.
SCC always dedicated music to the togetherness of LA.
Right. So speaking of that, so I mean, what do y'all think about the climate of music in LA, the streets, which is very different than what it was in our day? What do you think about the music in the streets now of LA?
I'm gonna say me myself. I think it's representing what they going through. See, I'm not a youngster in the street no more. I'm an older head in the street, or so I'm gonna play that totally different. I'm gonna see it different. I'm gonna view it different.
I ain't gonna let you say that, Cali. Older nigga, because
I'm older than nigga.
We the same, man. We just talked about this.
I'm talking about the young cats that's out there that's making the waves of what we see the street life being right now.
Yeah.
I just think it's like they dealing with what we dealt with. We just not dealing with it at the time right now. So we see it different.
Right.
And we think it's different. But it's just that same pressure. It's that same
we
have
in a
nots.
space.
It's that same
it is,
situation.
But you got some of these young cats now, they have more beef with each other than we did back then, though. Because I don't know what it is, bro. It's like, man, you send up, you want to be bigger than the next person, and you really not. I mean, and then you eating, you shitting the same way.
Right.
You're doing everything the same way, but it's like me being mad at him because he got on some shades and shit, and I just got on these earrings, and I want them shades, or he want these earrings.
Right.
It's just it's weird to me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me myself, they not uplifting nothing.
Right.
A lot of clout chasing from what I see. It's more clout chasing causing a lot of issues.
Yeah, clout chasing, but they, like I said,
social
they
media
not
too.
They're not uplifting nobody, bro. They're not trying to uplift their people right now.
But
they keeping their people right here.
Right, so do you think it's because, like, in our day, music, you had a balance, right? You had the street shit, but then you also had the conscious shit.
Yeah.
And even with the street shit, like y'all, and I would say Ice-T, you were still able to put some consciousness in the gangster shit. But now it's really all about persona. Yeah. It's all about the more destructive that you can be. You know what I mean? Rather is, even think about the wastefulness of money and resource. It's like the more shit I can fuck off, the higher I can get. You know what I'm saying? The more I can get, step over that line and get closer to that line.
All the money to the ceiling. You like back in our day, niggas taking that, homie.
Real shit. You ain't want to show shit like that. You ain't walking around here with this shit around here. Niggas is taking all of that.
Niggas still taking that.
But I understand niggas is still taking it. And I understand that even back in our day. But back in our day, it wasn't so like, okay, you got one nigga, but you got 5 niggas with ceilings to the money to the ceilings. And this one nigga trying to take everybody's money. Man, no, it ain't happening like that.
But that wasn't even the culture in our day, though. Because think about it. Niggas would have money, and niggas still look like the nigga curb server. Because you still just wore khakis, the T-shirt, Cortezes. It wasn't about all the material shit.
You didn't expose what you had. You didn't self-snitch. You didn't.
Because think about Ice Cube. We know Ice Cube got the bag. This nigga wear the same khakis, the same T-shirt. His whole wardrobe from the Sloss and Swap Meet.
He like the Steve Jobs of hip hop.
Real shit. You know what I mean? And the nigga look like he just getting by. You know what I mean?
I think somebody has said it though. I feel like it's for me. I feel like it's the clout chasing. To the extent, because honestly, look at the people who have died though. Look at like XX in Florida. Dude here in LA, they got hit by the Jack Boys. What was his name? Pop Smoke. That was like, look, we were showing off. We're in a mansion. We showing off all this money, and then someone comes and gets them.
All right, now
Draco,
let me give y'all perspective. Let me give y'all perspective, right? I get y'all. It's bigger, but if a nigga caught a nigga flossing in the '90s, what did we do to him?
It's
the same shit. Run them rims. Run that chain, run whatever you got that you flossing. It's the same thing. Now, hold on, let me finish. Give niggas in the 90s the internet.
Yeah. But let me say this though.
But
let me say this though.
You don't know
niggas
that.
in the 90s really
you don't know that.
Think about it.
Like that.
But then niggas in the 90s, think about it. It was a different, like, a nigga would it's one thing to rob a nigga. Okay? Right. Take your shit, nigga let you have it. All right, cool. Nigga, get on. Now, nigga just want to kill you.
Yeah,
niggas want to take your life. Nigga want to take more than your money.
So you don't come back and get their punk ass.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, it's just a lot of the things, the perspective for a lot of the G's is that it's really a lot of the same shit. It's just
there's just millions of people watching that.
It's just,
yeah.
I
mean, the social media,
it's just on display, and we so and then as older cats, instead of really seeing that they products of the same struggle.
Yeah, but they are more reckless. They are more reckless, and they don't. Because think about it, we still like even when you think about and I mean I know that's y'all shit more so than me, but even when you think about the gang politics, right? Like back in the day, I mean, yeah, you had Crip on Crip, right? Okay, but now, shit, you got where Crip and Blood sets will click up to align against a common enemy. Like that's some whole shit. Different type of shit. Yeah. That's some different type of shit.
Y'all gotta understand, these kids, we coming from the crack era, all that shit, right? Shit. Boom, and we coming out of that shit now. Shit. A lot of these a lot of people grew up with us, right?
Yep.
What's their education? A lot of them ain't got none.
Right.
A lot of them, but they still had kids.
Right.
That they raised in households with a nigga with no education clicked up with a female with no education, and they had kids with no moral stance, with no structure, with nowhere to go. Yeah. And then these kids grow up to be who they are.
Yeah.
It's the same psychological structure.
No, you right.
That we're going through, that they going through, and we just see them going through, and we like, they different than us.
But we can't acknowledge that it's a little worse though. Right?
It's worse because we're in evolution.
Right.
It's worse because of evolution. It ain't worse because
I think it's because of technology and social media.
Yeah.
I'm with them though. I think it's an evolution.
It's worse because of evolution, ain't because it's different.
I think there's a middle ground that the social media and the technology is making the evolution worse, and and people are searching for that clout. This guy couldn't even get on social media until 3 years ago.
It's some shit that you can't condone if you in that era.
Me, it was 5 years ago.
Some niggas, like back in the day, the shit I see right now, the shit that I see online, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that shit'll never happen. Like, niggas be dry snitching on themselves, homie.
All day, every
day.
They do shootings
now.
So hold on.
Facebook Live.
So listen, y'all know that the police now, right? The police say that most of their shit is online. Yeah, they have a whole team dedicated to never leave the fucking office. They ain't got to do no work. They just
when I was doing some of this thing called Summer Night Lights, and it's for like we work with CIWs, and we worked at the park to give a safe passage for different gang members to go through. And I mean, we had a meeting, and they were saying this was like because I was doing that for about 8 years. So I said about 5 years ago, they was telling us the same thing what you just said. They had cats that be on the internet that just look for that type of shit.
That's it.
And then, as far as the gang members, I want y'all to hear this. For you gang members that's writing on these walls, all they do is come by and read the walls, and they know what y'all doing, and they know where you at, and they know who your enemy is.
Mm-hmm.
Same
shit. So musically, what does SCC think about the music? What do you think about the singers of today, the Ty Dolla $igns, the people that you could say followed in your footsteps, and
Kevin
the
Gates,
rappers?
I'd say get your money, man.
But I mean creatively.
Creatively. Creatively it's changed.
Yeah.
It's changed. Creatively it's changed. The world is round, so it's never gonna stay the same. Mm-hmm. Just like you asking me about them now, you're gonna be asking them about somebody after them.
And it's the same answer Young Prod just gave you.
Change.
The music changed. It was a time when I hated that shit. Mm-hmm. We went through a point in the West Coast when I couldn't stand it. Mm-hmm. Now I like some of it.
Yeah, real shit.
Now they saying some shit I can hear what they saying again.
What it is we had to recalibrate our ears from what we used to hearing. Because I ain't gonna lie, I hated on this shit at first, right? I was like, the fuck? This thing? Like Drake, I ain't even gonna lie, I was the biggest Drake hater.
I still don't like Drake.
Just because, though. Listen,
I fucks with Drake. He could dope ass rapper.
He dope as fuck, right? But I was hating on the nigga because he from Canada. He light skinned, and it was just some other shit, right?
He dope, but
my bad, he dope. My bad, OG.
He dope, but
you gotta watch that when you carry a light skinned nigga with you.
And a light skinned gangster too, right?
He's dope, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
He's dope. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. He's dope,
I understand.
I'm just not a fan.
That. I feel the same way about Jay-Z.
Ty Dolla, I like Ty Dolla. I like what's that new cat I was talking about? The guy that did Nipsey Hussle's thing.
Roddy Ricch.
I love that cat.
I
love Roddy
He's
Ricch.
one of the ones
that cat right there.
You can't even like Kendrick is like us to me almost. A new version of what
But Kendrick, he's
lyrically on
but
another
he's versatile. He gets down either way.
Yeah, but I'm saying
he get down
I always
either way.
understood his lyrics.
Right now, I'm on Tory Lanez. I'm feeling dude. I like the way that nigga rap. He is energy. He creative as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna tell you, far as the cat that's still in the vein of what we do is YG.
Yeah.
I like YG.
Yeah.
I like to my nigga AV then.
Yeah, AV, YG, RJ, all them cats.
Yeah.
You know, but
I
it's
fuck
still,
with the music,
but
man. It's
still,
just because it's
it's
the
good
West.
again.
And it's
but
good
still
again.
the music is changing. Even though
for
we
sure.
named the cats that still kind of rap like us.
Yeah.
Those cats, their music is still changing.
it's
Roddy
supposed
Ricch
to
is
change.
completely on the new shit, and I like
Real
his
shit. You
Well,
can't
Roddy
even tell
Ricch is
he's from
wait,
LA.
Roddy Ricch is in a
I-
lane
on
by
some real shit,
himself.
I had
he's
to
in
see
the
the
same
social
lane
media
as
shit.
Lil
he was from-
Baby and all of
you know,
them
even
cats.
repping
Lil
Compton,
Durk,
my
all
nigga.
that's the
Like,
same
you know.
to me.
No, Roddy Ricch is different than them cats.
Nah, man, that's
Yeah,
just the
man.
same.
You
Nah,
said
Roddy
Roddy
Ricch
Ricch- I
think
style
Roddy
is different
Ricch-
than they
His
style.
last
But
album,
he's in the same
that last
vein
album was
as
real
a Lil
Drake-ish.
Baby. The way they do their
No,
music
that last
sound
album was
almost,
real
Well,
Drake-ish.
I didn't hear all of the
He was
last
singing.
Oh, so I hear what
Oh,
you're
he-
saying though, Pride. I mean,
Yeah,
because
in
what it
that
is,
vein.
like, think about it. In our day, you could hear music. Like, I could hear, even if I didn't hear y'all names wasn't South Central Cartel, I could hear your music, 17
Right.
Switches, and
And
knew
you
these
would
some
know.
LA niggas.
Right.
I could hear Ghetto Boys and say, oh yeah, this some down south shit.
Right.
You know, I could hear a Nas and say, oh yeah,
New York.
with New York.
Yeah.
Now
It's hard to tell.
you can't tell. All these
And that's
motherfuckers sound the
that's
same.
the problem.
All
That's
them
the
sound the
only
same.
problem I
Yeah.
have with it.
You
It
can hear
sound a lot
YG
the
and tell
same.
he from LA.
YG don't do the
You
new
can
type
hear-
of rap.
Yeah,
He do
right.
that classic.
What I'm
Problem
saying
classic
is,
LA
he
shit.
changed.
Yeah.
It's still, like you said, it's like us. But it's some stuff he say, his metaphors
Well,
is
of course,
different.
his conversation
You
is
know,
Well, the
yeah.
lingo gonna
His-
be
yeah,
up to
his-
date.
Yeah, but that's what
his-
I'm
yeah.
talking about,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, the
But his
lingo would
style-
The only
change.
thing
Yeah.
I don't like about the new era rapper, they all use the same names. I don't know who the YN, the LB, the T.
Lil this,
I don't
Lil
know
that.
none of that shit. Like, I'm keeping it 100. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
none of that.
No,
That's
but they
they
grow.
cruise.
I know,
It's the
but
same-
it
It's not
fucks
just
it
the
up
name,
though. Like,
bro.
because
It's
What's that cat that
everything.
got
once
killed?
I get hit with ASAP Rocky,
what's his
then
name?
Ferg,
Mo
and
3?
Berg, I
Is it
Yeah,
Mo
Mo
3?
3 from Dallas.
Mo 3 was the
Mo 3 was
dopest
hard.
motherfucker
Mo
to
3
me,
That's
man.
That
you.
was my favorite artist.
Mo 3 was the
man.
kind of, well, he
Niggas
couldn't
ain't
sing
your
as
partner.
well as you
Right.
because you can sing, but Mo 3 was in the vein of you.
In the
We
vein.
did
Yeah,
the top
but that
3
dude
of
to
new
me
rappers,
is-
and Mo 3 was in
I
my.
wanna ask
yeah.
you,
Dope.
how you
Dope.
feel about T-Pain as a singer? Not the auto-tune, but when he sings.
That
He can
nigga
sing.
blow.
That nigga can
Yeah,
blow.
That nigga can
yeah.
blow.
That nigga can blow.
A lot of
for
people
real.
don't know, but T-Pain can sing.
blow.
He can
He
actually
He can
sing.
sing,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
He
That
got a
nigga
bad
can
rap
blow.
for a minute.
Rod Wave is dope out of Florida.
Yep.
Right.
T-Rail.
Yeah.
T-Rail
Oh, yeah. Oh,
out
yeah.
of
T-Rail out of Topeka.
Topeka, yeah.
T-Rail.
And that's crazy though, cause like, you know, Topeka nigga Florida,
Yeah.
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And I'm
crazy.
from Missouri, so
Yeah.
he from my neck of the woods.
But
That's
isn't T-Rail, he kind of get down like Mo 3?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He
They were
dope.
on
Rod
tour
Wave,
together
dope,
forever.
bro.
I remember had
Both
took
of
a
them
trip
cats is
to
dope.
Topeka, right?
Yeah.
Did some shit out there.
What
not too long
what is
ago.
your vocal range? What are you, tenor,
Man,
soprano?
I'm
What?
first tenor, second tenor, baritone, and falsetto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, gee, can you hit something for us real quick?
What you want to? Let me see what I can think about, man. Y'all talking me think
You
about
said
something. I'm just
Luther.
gonna boom.
Or,
Nah, I'm gonna do
or
a
G's on the move.
I'm gonna do it old school.
Okay.
L means lately, I've been thinking we should be alone. O means that only you can understand where I'm coming from. V is for Valentine's. It means that you won my heart. Yes, it does now. E is for everlasting love that no strong wind can pull apart. Very woman, don't you know that your name is love to me? I mean, that's
Yeah,
something.
that's what's up. Gangsta shit. Yes.
See how niggas
Oh,
wait for
yeah,
Mo
man.
and shit. Nigga, he like, come on, and keep singing, nigga.
So they don't get that no more.
So
man.
yeah, real shit. So let's
He got
fast.
some fire solo. His new shit,
Oh, yeah.
fire.
That's what I was fast forwarding to. So what is SCC? What y'all got cracking now?
Oh, we got it cracking, bro.
Well,
Don't get it
as
twisted.
you see here, this is pretty much the last standing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
We working on the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 3-part, and we gonna once we finish with that, we gonna do one more album
Mm-hmm.
called Cartelifornia.
Okay.
And then, man, I mean, we probably just do. Me and LV got an album
Mm-hmm.
that we finished.
Nice.
that's
Cracks
about
in the
to drop,
concrete.
Nice.
Called Cracks in the Concrete. Young Pride got movies, albums.
Yeah.
He got the and you know the podcast, Gangsta Conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man.
We got a lot of stuff.
So
man.
y'all
We got-
still independent. Y'all
Yeah,
doing everything.
yeah.
yourself.
we
At
still
this
doing
point,
that
for
for
sure.
looking
that's
for
it.
that plug to put us over the top, but yeah, we keeping it us until we get that right situation, man. It's about not rushing into nothing for me. We got merch, we got clothes, we you know what I'm saying? We doing everything we should be doing in our lane, and we ain't really concerned with, you know, the rest of the world with how they moving.
Nice. You doing any writing for any of the singers?
Me.
Oh, just for you?
Me, man.
Okay.
Oh, I am though.
I mean, well, matter of fact, he helped me on my album.
Okay, nice.
And you know, other female singer I be working with named Tiffany Lewis. I be writing her stuff and shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we do it all. Like, you know,
you produce any placements?
Of course, man.
Yeah.
I'm still producing, man. Just working with who got some damn money. Everybody wants it for
out
free.
There. It's out there,
Yeah,
shit.
you
know
what I mean?
I mean, listen, man. Y'all are a bona fide brand, a viable brand. Y'all legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Kansas City. I'm from Missouri, and I grew up on y'all niggas. So you know what I mean? Y'all definitely, you know, done y'all thing. So
man,
that's why I created the platform, bro. Is I wanted to give, you know, people like yourselves, you know, give you your flyers while y'all here. You feel
that's
me?
right.
And y'all definitely influenced me even early on as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to have y'all on here and let y'all know that y'all niggas is dope. And we appreciate what y'all have contributed to the culture. For real.
I can say though, going to Kansas, I can see why you could be a Central Cartel fan though. Kansas ain't no joke, bro.
No. Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Even Topeka though. I was like, this is some shit though. Like it's crazy out there, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, real shit. See, we in Kansas City, Missouri, we adopted the LA culture.
I finna say the other LA.
Yeah. Because what happened was a lot of niggas from 60s. East Coast moved over there. You know what that was about.
Yeah,
we
summer
know.
vacation.
Exactly.
You feel me? You know, and so a lot of niggas from the city, whoever they was copping from, they aligned themselves with that understanding. You know, so we had some brims and shit come down there too. That's where it all started, and you know what I mean.
But it's there though, man.
DJ, I mean, we see that
struggle history is there. It's very vivid too. So I was like, I see this. I see why they vibe with us.
Yeah, real talk. So, man, I appreciate you guys for coming, bro. It was an honor, for real. You know, Pride, I've been trying to make it happen.
Man, I'm glad we finally made it happen.
We here, man.
Real
you need us again, we'll be back.
Absolutely. So let people know where they can get y'all at on social media.
Man, you can get at us official South Central Cartel. That's our website.com. Official South Central Cartel YouTube. You know, and the same with everything else. And then, you know, Big Prodigy Hood, Facebook, Instagram.
Just Google me, Young Pride, Cali Piss. You will come up with all that.
You can find me in the streets.
Hey, when I said social media, LB looked at me
you know what I'm saying? He be on that
media.
motherfucker too. Sometimes.
I just tell him to Google me. It's
every
easy.
now and then, but I'm not a social media. I ain't good.
Gotta catch me at Roscoe's on this corner, on that corner.
Man,
which one? Which Roscoe's?
Over here,
Manchester, Maine. Shit.
Oh, okay.
The one
you
off
fuck
La
with the one on
Cienega.
Pico?
I used to go to one on Pico, but the food wasn't too right no more. I moved on from that. one.
They say go to Long Beach if you want the best
Oh
food.
yeah, Long Beach.
That's the one, Long Beach.
The one in Long Beach, then the one out there by Disneyland.
Which one is which call them still at Long Beach?
Yeah, Night.
Big Night.
Yeah.
He said that's the best food.
I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna wrap it up. South Central Cartel. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, peace, bro.